where I check to make sure everything's working. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett, your local game guy, with local game co-host Will.
Sup?
Not much, dude. I was at the U.S. Open the other day. Can you tell? Is there any identifying way of knowing I was at the U.S. Open? Dude, it was fun. It was my first time going to the U.S. Open ever. I've lived in New York for, oh my God, 12 years? Going on 12 years. And I've enjoyed tennis for maybe, I don't know, 4 of those years. I've never been. It was super fun. There's a lot of stuff. They packed a lot into the Arthur Ashe Arena Stadium. But yeah, there was like a Wilson shop. I hit Wilson, bought a hat. Sick hat. I almost bought a racket. Do I need another racket? No.
Probably not.
No, usually keep 2. I think there's excuses. It's like any material thing. There's always excuses to buy more stuff, right? So like, you'd keep 2 rackets in case like the strings break on one, or you have a friend that needs to borrow something like that, yada, yada, yada. You really just want more rackets, and that's cool. I have one, and the other racket, the one I use is a US Open racket, actually, themed for last year or the year before that. And the new one has like a topographical map of New York on it. And despite the event taking place in Flushing, I believe it was of Central Park in Manhattan, which is whatever. They could have just taken a slice out of Queens, and I'd have been happy with that instead. But at any rate, we're here, and we're talking about extra turns again. Yeah, so if you didn't join us last week, I just want to say, congratulations, Tutor. You were a success. I didn't doubt that Mono Blue was good, but I didn't think it was that good. It was like quite good. Am I wrong? Like that was a pretty spicy monocolored deck.
The deck is just all of the interaction known to man crammed into a deck, and it works because it turns out if Brawl did not say discard, Brawl would be a broken commander. And would you look at that? Better Brawl.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Qatar is really solid. If you're looking to play a mono blue commander and you don't necessarily want to play Urza, which is more like stacks centric with control, then this is an awesome way to go. Like, you don't need to think about or wrap your mind around infinite no, just there's no need to combo. You just swing at people really hard and take turns. It's so good. What's funny though is that the extra turn kind of goes against the idea of the deck, which is you need to cast spells off turn.
But if you're drawing 10 on attack, who gives a crap?
Yeah, it's like
you're already drawing your entire deck.
You know what's fun? You say that, but I think we got up to drawing 7 and we got up to drawing 8, and that was enough. I don't think we drew more than that. Like,
first game we got to 10, but second game we got to, I think, 8.
Okay. Yeah, no, you're right. The first game was a little bit slower. At any rate, yeah, and it's funny because that game, that deck, shoot. I'm sorry. We're extra turn. It was a segue. We're talking about Inspirit Flagship Vessel, but because we're talking about Qatar, I just want to bring this up again. She's really good. This is going to be a fun deck. I really encourage any mono blue enthusiast to play this. But yeah, I mean, the philosophy here, it just, the strategy is good. The idea works. And the longer the game goes, the better she gets. If she's around, the better she's going to get.
It's just going to be a problem.
Yeah.
This is a commander that I already know is going to be such a problem.
A super fun problem.
Here's the thing. We talked about, like, oh yeah, Qatar is really good in the command zone. Qatar in the 99.
Oh, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, exactly. Right, of any control.
Like, okay, you have all the swords to plowshares, you have all the other removal, and it's like, oh yeah, you're going to play a Y'shtola. Okay, Y'shtola with Qatar in the 99. Mm-hmm. On an opponent's turn, you're going to cast all these high-cost spells for free, and then get Qatar counters, and then you just draw 6 off Katara. 2 mana, draw 6 seems good.
It's really good. It's funny, and you'd think, like, well, you're not playing a deck designed for this, but I mean, the deck that we assembled had maybe like nearly 50% of things could be cast off turn. I think the average deck has maybe a
That's including
third.
lands.
Yeah, yeah.
Including lands, about half our stuff have flash or instant.
So, even if it's only one third of your deck that operates at instant speed, that's enough. Like, just drawing 2 to 3 cards off of this is just extremely good. And then if she goes away, and if you need that experience for anything else, then that's amazing. She's great. You don't need an experienced deck. You can probably just play it in any deck that likes drawing cards. But we're not talking about her today. We're going to add Boros to the mix and see what that provides. With Inspirit Flagship Vessel. So, I know we're all excited about Avatar, okay? But Edge of Eternities, I don't want it to just be one of those sets that came and went, okay? I want to honor this game, and I want to honor spacecrafts with what is arguably the best spacecraft from this set, at least in a commander setting and in the command zone. Inspirit Flagship Vessel. I'll read it really quick. Actually, Will, why don't you cover it? We covered it Will covered it extremely well during our tier review. I encourage you to watch that. It's on the channel.
So, this is a blue, a red, and a white for a legendary artifact spacecraft. It has Station, which says you can tap a creature at sorcery speed to put charge counters on it equal to that creature's power. At one charge counter, one charge counter, it gains at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put your choice of one charge counter one plus one counter, or two charge counters on up to one target artifact. Station 8, it also gains 5 power, 5 toughness, flying, and other artifacts you control are indestructible and have hexproof. So this is going to be kind of a Staxy-ish control deck where if you get to 8, all of your stuff has protection. But if you get to 1, you can just play Magistrate Scepter and one of a million different things and win the game. Because Magistrate Scepter says, tap it, remove 3 charge counters from it, take an extra turn. You can pay, I believe it's 3 or 4, and tap it to put a charge counter on it. If you have any way to untap it, or any way to proliferate, you take an extra turn. You can very easily put things that untap artifacts into a Jeskai deck. So, combo.
Yeah, I guess my one concern would be like, what are the relevant bodies you're running? But I think we'll get there when we get there. Like Will was saying, this is a stacks deck, so there will be hate bears in it, and those hate bears will likely have at least 1 power, which will be enough to station this, right? But did you say this word, Magistrate Scepter?
Yes.
Okay, there it is. I'll put it on screen now so you can see what Will was talking about. It's oldie. I wouldn't say a goldie. A very complicated.
It's kind of a goldie now. It went from like a 2-cent card to like now I think like a $7 card.
Okay.
Like it jumped up because we got a couple things from Edge of Eternity that make it a much better card. It is pay 4. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4. Oh yeah, Gibbous also got me 4 in the chat.
Yeah. It's interesting because this card didn't see too much play because there aren't very many great ways to utilize it. The fact that you have to remove 3 charge counters does make it kind of difficult, but there's a few ways we can accommodate this. I was responding to Red there. Did you explain the ways we want to just... I mean, obviously, the top effect of placing 2 charge counters, that coupled with spending 4 is enough, but there are other ways we can expedite this without spending the 4. I don't know that we include them.
Well, we need to have an untapper and spend the 4 to be able to take an extra turn. That's one way of doing it. If we don't want to spend the 4, we can use any extra turn spell, any extra combat spell, any proliferate effect. You can pretty much add in anything, and it should get you there with Magistrate Scepter.
Well, you go up. So, say you do extra combat. You put the 2 on. You put another 2 on. You do the thing. You go into the next turn with 1 counter on it. You have to roll
get 2
into
more and then take another extra turn. So an extra combat or an extra turn will give you 2 extra turns.
Yeah, not bad. Obviously, a 5/5 flyer isn't going to win the game for you, but do we want to roll with? We can take a second to figure this out, because like you're trying to go infinite extra turns and win with like smacking people in the face. Does that math out? Yeah. Can you do 5 into 40 health 3 times without decking? What is that?
Uh, yes, that would be, well, 5 into 40 health 3 times. It does commander damage, so you only need to do
Uh
5 hits per player, so that's 15 in total.
yeah, okay. Then we're there. We're good. We're safe. Spacecraft. Spacecraft commander. 21 damage. Um so that'll be enough. I think it's just a matter of having the extra turns or having the additional combats to do the trick. I think Nexus of Fate off of Isochron Scepter Mystical Tutor is probably something we could or should do.
I honestly do think that we don't really need extra turns. I think untapping is just good enough because, yes, it's 5 mana of investment to do it in addition to 3 mana to play Magistrate Scepter. But if we're doing untap stuff, we'd probably have an untapped Mana Vault, or if it's an untap, it may be a mass untap that hits a couple different things like what's his name, Tezzeret, or that one Teferi.
Hmm.
We have a couple different options that just say untap multiple artifacts or untap an artifact and then do the thing. In addition, if we just play Magistrate Scepter and pass a turn, we can do that if we're on 8 counters for Inspirit, because then it's indestructible and has hexproof. And people don't usually have mass artifact exile in cEDH.
Yeah, well, Inspirit itself isn't indestructible, though, right?
It is not. They could
Right.
get rid of Inspirit and then get rid of the Magistrate Scepter, but they have to get through Inspirit first, and we're probably protecting Inspirit anyways, so
Yeah.
the extra hoops, but not too difficult hoops for us to protect.
Right. The number of untapped utilities that are viable beyond the keys, though. So you'd have Manifold Key, Voltaic Key. You could Isochron Scepter Dramatic Reversal, which is its own
Its
thing.
own thing. We can also do Sonic Screwdriver if we want, just because it's a mana rock that also untaps stuff. And we can do Voltaic Servant, which is just untap an artifact on each of your end steps. We also got the blue enchantment from what's it called? From Aether Drift, Unstoppable Plan, which is untap all your non-creature permanents on your end step. In addition to all the random blue, tap this to untap any permanent cards like a Pheto Alchemist.
Mm. Well, while we're talking about them, let's go ahead and start adding those in. So you don't want to do any extra turns, any extra combats. You just want to go untap all the way.
I like the extra turns. We do just want to do that because turning Capture Jing Sao into take 3 extra turns for 5 mana, pretty good. Pretty good.
You were saying something like Voltaic Servant would be okay, just to untap at end of turn.
Yeah, just because worst case scenario, it's giving us mana so that we can play control tools. So should be fine.
So I have
It's
Voltaic
also a
Key.
body.
Yeah, that's true. Voltaic Key, Manifold Key, Voltaic Servant. What was the enchant called again?
Unstoppable Plan.
Has Unstoppable Plan met Counterspell before?
I don't know. It is in blue, so, and it is Jace, and I'm pretty sure Jace is very familiar with counter spells. We can also put in a Pheto Alchemist. Just tap him, untap
Yeah,
him.
he's good enough. And again, he'll help with the crewing of the thing, the
Ye-
stationing of the thing. Oh my god, that's gonna get
It's
tiresome.
crew. No one cares. It's crew.
Yeah, yeah. And what's another word for crew? I mean, it's a station. They're kind of living on it. Uh, inhabitate, habitate, inhabit. There you go.
Yeah.
Because they're not. I mean, I guess it's a vessel that moves, though. Whatever. Focusing on white hate bears. Oh yeah, please. By the way, I normally lead with these, but it's self-explanatory. We're going to be building this for cEDH. Get that out of the way. Try to wherever aim for the moon, and at least you'll land amongst the stars. Ain't that right, Inspirit? So we're gonna aim for bracket 5, but if it seems to falter, maybe you take it down a notch and adjust. But Any cards you guys want to include, let us know. This is a blueprint. Take and do with it as you will. It's in the description. And if you want to follow along and playtest it yourself, you may do so.
I will also say 2 extra combats that I do want to run in the deck. Actually,
Ooh.
maybe 3, but I'll say 2 for right now. Fear of Missing Out and Combat Celebrant, because they just go infinite by themselves.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Combat Celebrant?
Yeah, because Combat Celebrant, you exert him, but you're taking 2 extra turns, so he'll be untapped by the time that you're finished your last extra turn. Then he gives you another double combat, which then means you take 2 more extra turns, repeat, repeat, repeat.
That's funny, man. He's also just really great for the crew.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see some of these. I'll take a look at the energy chamber real quick, and then we'll look at some of those hate bears red.
Yeah, things that just give charge counters and move around charge counters are good, because we can put counters from Inspirit onto it. Which, to be fair, yeah, we may want to put in that, like, Moxite Refinery, I think is what it's called.
Can you check it out? I agree with you, though. This works, though. Energy chamber. Because, frankly, the +1/+1 counters go a long way, too. Artifact creature, but we're really obviously into this for the charge counters. And
my only about it is, like, we can't use it for anything other than really getting the counters on Magistrate or Inspire, but like
it's totally
should
there
be fine.
It's totally there just for that. It does feel, I don't usually like putting cards in there that are so narrow.
Yeah, because that's the reason why I'm not super hyped on the extra combat guys that I did recommend, but they should be good enough. I cannot believe I got Moxite Refinery like first try. I've not used this card for anything. I've not memorized the name of this card. I was just like, it's Mox something, and it's like a factory. I think it's Moxite Refinery, and I'm like, nailed it.
Yeah. I'm reading the flavor text. It's kind of gnarly.
This is really good is because we can pay to tap it, remove charge counters from Inspire, and move them onto Magistrate Scepter to take an extra turn.
So it allocates counters, or it allocates... Are you saying that you are putting counters on
any charge counters from an artifact or creature, and then you put X charge counters or +1/+1 counters on an artifact or creature. So we remove counters from Inspire, and then Inspire, and then put them onto the Magistrate Scepter. The other utility of this is we can remove all the counters from our ship, our station, put them on a creature, then tap that creature to crew our station, and repeat this over and over and over again, basically doubling the counters on them every turn until we're just clocking somebody for 40 off of just whatever.
Is Aven Mind Sensor good in Jeskai? Is this good enough?
Good enough. Anything that's just a generally good body is probably good enough.
Leonin Arbiter is interesting. Put the boy in for now.
Well, if we want to quickly add in just the generally really good bodies.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm going for what's being suggested. Aven Interrupter.
Yeah, we have blue. We don't need Aven Interrupter.
Yeah, I feel like Aethersworn Canonist, Archon of Emeria. So does any of this shut us down? We're not doing too much.
We aren't casting anything to win the game. We're just activating stuff, so we should be fine.
Yeah, these are fine.
We can also do Esper Sentinel, Ragavan, Drannith Magistrate, Grand Abolisher. And Voice of Victory is the second Grand Abolisher.
Oh, yeah, dude. Voice of Victory?
Yeah.
Wait, did I put Ragavan? No, we want Ragavan, though. The Nimble Pilferer. And I don't think I put your Archon of Emeria. I do think Archon of Emeria would be a good call. Frankly. Be quite good. If you're focusing on untapping artifacts like Staff of Completion, right. This is from that
Staff
one
of
set.
Completion untaps, I think. It actually
you pay life to proliferate.
No, it's proliferate. Staff of Completion has proliferate. That's the utility of it.
Yeah, it's kind of dope. I love the Staff of Completion. Obviously, you can't. This is finite, but I do, dude. I love the alt art for this one. I've contemplated buying it so many times. Um, Thoughts? I mean, it kind of works.
Uh, I would rather have the extra combat things just because. Eh.
The life loss
I,
is painful.
yeah, I think between how many things do we usually need to win the game? I think if we have like 9 things that combo with this Magistrate Scepter to win the game, we should be fine. So, like, what's the count we're at
Oh,
now?
speaking of the things that we want to combo with the thing, what is the 1 cost and 2 cost artifact tinkerers?
Uh, you mean the things that like get artifacts into play or search for
The
artifacts?
bodies that search the artifacts.
Oh, you're talking about like the
What is their
mages, like Trinket Mage, Tribute Mage, all them.
right? Yeah, the mage cycle.
Trinket Mage gets 0 and 1. Tribute Mage gets 2. Trophy Mage gets 3.
Tri-
And Magistrate Scepter's 3. So I think those are the 3 we care about.
Tribute mages too.
Yeah, Tribute is 2.
You want to find 3?
Uh, Trophy Mage,
You want to find 3 though. What's in the 3?
Magistrate Scepter.
Is it 3?
It's 3.
I thought it was 2.
No.
Whoops. Okay. Well, let's. Okay.
No.
Duly noted. Yeah. Okay. We need that
Really, I know all of the mages except for the
newest one.
4 and 5 one.
Yeah. What's his name?
Transit Mage. Think Transit Mage.
I feel like that sounds right. This is from. He's like the rock and roller from the
Yeah, Ether
new.
Drift. No, it's not Transit Mage.
No, it's Transit Mage.
Is it? Oh, and I just misspelled it. Okay.
Look at that cool dude with his guitar.
I'm apparently really good at remembering esoteric card names.
Yeah.
Um,
We're not going to use it, but good job.
it's there. It
Yeah.
exists. I don't know. You don't want to find the One Ring, Patrick? Come on.
Yeah, true. I mean,
think
I
we
feel
use
like Mystic Tutor. Well, look, we're not adding tutors. I want to go for bodies, right? We obviously know the kind of tutors we want to include. Oh shit! I'll just put them in now. Enlightened Tutor.
Enlightened Tutor, and then like War of Invention, Fabricate, and then all the good non-specific tutors.
We specifically want the bodies that tutor just so they can help crew. So you guys know.
Yeah.
There's some really cool fabricates now. All right, I want to go over your suggestions. Flame Scroll Celebrant. Well, this is the Boros card.
Yeah, it's the one that is a sensor, or yeah, sensor on the back, or not sensor, silence on the back. No.
Put it on the side for now for you guys.
Yeah.
Scalding
really good Boros
Viper.
card. Really good card for Boros specifically, but if you have blue, you don't need it.
What is Scalding Viper, dude?
Isn't that the adventure guy that does damage?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah, he's not bad. Is it?
Yep. I remember because I was like, oh, that's really good for curiosity decks, actually, because whenever an opponent casts something, just damage them and draw a card.
So it's in?
No, I don't think we need pain effects to win the game. Although I do like the fact that it is removal, but no.
Soulless Jailer? He's the, does he deal with attacks? No, is that something else? Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. He has 0 attack power himself. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's that one. We
It's
could
not...
do Phyrexian or Evoker if you want. Really, actually, I'm gonna do this the simple way. I'm going to go onto Scryfall and I'm gonna type in just creature, select Jeskai color identity, and we're gonna search by EDH rec rank.
Yeah, right. You got me there with the jailer and Linvala. Which Linvala?
Keeper of Silence. Probably opponents can't activate creature abilities. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's funny. Our creature, is it an activated ability? The station?
Yeah,
Once it
station's an activated
hits,
ability, so we can't null rod.
well, once we hit the creature area, then it won't matter. But
Well,
um,
it's an artifact, but Linvala says opponents cannot activate creature
oh,
abilities.
it's one sided. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's been a while since I've used her.
she's quite
Sure.
rude.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. No one's really suggested Linval in a while.
We have built stacks in a while.
Yeah. Well, also,
Also,
is she
Fairy
still
Mastermind.
good? Do people care about Linval?
Uh, kind of like she does disrupt like Kennen and stuff. She can, and Thrasios. She's good.
She can disrupt me anytime. Okay, so let's see here. Power conduit. Sorry.
Oh, do we have Ranger Captain Abios in already?
No. No, we do not.
Oh.
Do you want like the Imperial Recruiter, Recruiter of the Guard, any of that stuff?
I don't think we particularly care about any of our creatures other than like Esper Sentinel
Right.
as like a draw engine. Speaking of draw engines, we probably do want the One Ring because this is definitely a slow deck. Also, Leisure Shredder. He get big. He's going to be making our commander creature very quickly.
Right. The One Ring. I'll just put Mystic Remora. Remora. Remora.
Ristic Remora and Fish Stick Study.
Yes, you know the ones. Teferi Cruel Captain is also playable here too for the tutor and the
Yep. It gets the keys and it is itself as an untapper. So
yeah, what a good card. Yeah, we can use him. He's not showing up. What is going on? Oh, I put Teferi. He's not Teferi. You mean Tezzeret.
Yeah, Teferi's too cool to be a cruel captain.
Yeah, there's a cruel
Actually,
machinist.
no, it's more like Teferi is too much of a freaking loner to be a captain of anything. That's actually way more accurate.
Yeah, he's not captaining this vessel.
Like, he was, what was it? He was the second to last person to join the Gatewatch. Behind Kaya, but Kaya's been like off at different planes doing her own thing.
Wait, which one's
like
Kaya again?
Teferi.
Yeah.
Teferi's been there from the freaking beginning, but he never joined the Gatewatch until like super late.
What's up with that? When's the last Teferi we got? When? Why? What? What was the last Teferi?
Is it during the Phyrexian War? I don't. Hold on. I actually don't know that.
Neither do I. We've gotten Teferi's protection a million different ways. Aethersworn Canonist is in. Archivist of Ogma is not. I don't.
It's kind of a meh draw effect, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like it never draws enough. I need more draw. Core Tapper. Tap that core.
Okay, the last Teferi we had was the battle. Invasion of New Phyrexia flips into a Teferi.
Bruh. Core Tapper.
I did not know that. But I blanket guessed like he probably invaded Phyrexia.
That sounds like something he would do. What about Core Tapper, bruh?
Kind of the same problem with the other charge counter thing. I like the untappers because they can do other things, but Core Tapper, while being like the best energy thing because it's also just a body, so it can crew our commander, it itself kind of doesn't really do anything outside of that.
Fairy Mastermind, though? Does that tickle your fancy?
Yeah, Fairy Mastermind is good. I said that earlier.
You're good about the wrong name.
How many like untapper /
the battle Teferi
combo things do we have currently for the deck? Because I do want to. I think 9 is the magic number.
9 is the magic number of untappers?
Of things that combo with Magistrate, Scepter, and our commander to win. Because I feel like 9 is the point where we don't have to tutor for them.
I'm kind of counting the tutors as part of the collection.
I would not count the tutors only because we can use them for other stuff. Like if we can naturally draw into them and then use the tutors to find Magistrate Scepter, that's probably the place where we want to be.
1 in 10 though. Okay, let me read cards. Wait. I don't.
If you
A Photo
update
Alchemist.
the deck list, I can go through it really quick.
Oh, it's in
I'll be the guy to look.
Damn it! Wait. And then he'd be like, gang. Gnarly. I'm proud to say I've liked Cat's Eye for a while. Oh god, what the fuck's going on? Sorry, everyone. Will's face got smushed. Everything's gnarly.
Wait, why do we have Ristic Tutor in here? I think that was supposed to be an enchantment.
Ristic Tutor?
Yeah, it's 3 mana, search for a card unless an opponent pays 2 mana.
Illegal deck. Illegal deck much? No, that's Ristic Study. I don't know why that happened. Hottie, like a bag of Takis. Scour for scrap. Scour for scrap.
We're at 9. We're at 9 right now. I don't think we need more untappers.
Perfect. Are you counting Voltaic Servant?
Yes, I'm counting Voltaic Servant because we can untap on end step, then or we can tap, then move to end step, untap, take an extra turn.
Yes,
it does do it.
It does do it. Ristic Tutor, a card I have run in a deck before.
Yes, you run it in specifically turbo decks because if you play it on turn 1 or 2, people can't pay for it.
Any other time.
Sometimes you can sneak it through, but most people are like, I'm keeping up interaction. Oh, look, 2 mana for a free counter spell.
You know what's weird, though? Like, you don't normally counter the tutor. So, do you pay for the tutor?
Well, here's the thing. This is a counter spell that says counter a tutor and draw a card, functionally, because you're not going down a card to counter spell it.
Scour for scrap. Pay 4. Choose one or both. Do you know what one or both is, Will?
One is search for an artifact to hand. The other is return an artifact from your grave to hand. I like it because it's an instant, and also it's a recursion, so yes.
Okay.
I don't know why I started doing that voice, but
I don't know. You went with it, though. Scour for scrap. I mean, it fits the theme. It's from Edge of Eternity. In Spirit. Let's do it. Spirit Fingers, Scour for scrap.
Oh, you know what we also totally could run instead of untappers if we really want? Stuff like Thrumming Bird, just on connect, proliferate.
You just want to change the game plan now, Will?
We aren't going to do that, but that is an option.
But no, but legitimately, we could swap out some of the untappers for this. If you want.
Proliferate is the same issue with the charge counter things. It doesn't do anything outside of like doing the combo.
And what's wrong with doing the combo?
Combo's dumb.
Combo's lame.
Unwinding a stick from like 30 years ago.
Yeah. Is the game that long yet? We're not at 30-year anniversary yet.
Actually, it might be. Hold on.
I think we're close. I don't think we're at 30 years yet.
25th anniversary was the gold border cards, right? And that was 2 years ago.
We're close.
Yeah, we're at like 27. Dang.
Systems Override. That is such a metal band name. God, put me in a Viking thrash metal band called Systems Override.
1993 was when MTG was created. So, yeah, wait, is that 32 years then?
Oh, yeah, untapping is good with the One Ring.
Yeah, that's why I said let's put in the One Ring.
Yeah, good call. Good call on that, Will. Really smart of you to want to include the One Ring. Sorry. I don't know why I'm taking a jab at him, but I am. The 30th anniversary was 2022. Stop.
Yeah, I was like, the gold border was for something. Yeah, 25th MTG 2025 or whatever it was. That was like a while ago. Yeah, so 30th anniversary was the gold border cards.
I've been playing this game too long. I didn't. I yeah. I didn't even realize. Anyways, happy 30th. Very late. Jeweled Amulet and Everflowing Chalice are free in this deck. No.
Correct. We did talk about that when we were initially building it. It's like build your own mana crypt. Just play either of the tap for charge mana things and then
What are your
give them two
thoughts?
counters.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, honestly, if we're like, hey, uh Astral Cornucopia, and we just keep putting charge counters on it, it's like, okay, I'm gonna tap my Astral Cornucopia for 8 and play everything in my hand, and then untap Astral Cornucopia for another 8.
How deep are we go? Oh, they reprinted an Edge. It's like they knew. But we're all
Yeah.
about browning the artifacts here on local game groups. So we're gonna put this one in the oven because I think there's one right there that I want to use instead. Astral Cornucopia. Any other charge counter ramp?
Most of the other ones are remove charge counters to do stuff, so they're not like consistent charge counters. The only other one that is consistent charge counters is Empowered Auto Generator, but it sucks. It is 4 mana, it enters tapped, and when you tap it, you put a charge counter on it, then make a mana for each charge counter on it.
To be honest, Gibbous, do you not remember when they tried to sell overpriced official beta proxies? I don't, because I completely ignored that anniversary set. That was for the 30th though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That I completely ignored it. I think we saw it and we said to just get proxies instead.
My thing is,
Just make it
they said,
official.
and I quote, they were not going to reprint any reserve list cards or functional duplicates of them, including gold border cards, and then they broke that promise. So I'm just like, why reserve list?
Yeah, can you just give us another freaking From the Vaults with cool shit with good art? I'm like, I don't, I, I don't care about the collector aspect of this game. I don't. I just want to own cool product and play the game. All the From the Vault stuff was the best, so far as like art prints and stuff are concerned. But it's whatever. It's
Yeah, brain jar
whatever.
is weird mana cheat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh
hold
yeah.
up.
Brain in a jar is when you put a creature down from your hand if it's like equivalent value
No,
of the counters or something.
it's you can cast an instant or sorcery for free, I believe.
Mm.
You're thinking of either jar or aether vial, aether vial.
Pentad Prism does some real nonsense. Let's look at this Jeet real quick though. The Lost Jeet. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, we don't care about that. Remove charge counter from Lost Jeet. Untap target land. Target creature can't block this turn. Put a 1/1 counter on equipped creature. Are we using this to just untap a land?
That's probably the use case of it. Um,
You hate it, you like it.
eh, it's not too useful.
It's kind of dope though. I want to put it on the side.
Yeah, it's fun. To be
Nah,
fair,
it's a cool
my
option.
favorite hold on, let me see if I can find this one equipment. There's one equipment I love specifically with stations. Um
Look at this terminus really quick. I like the smokestacks. You can. So I'll pull it up too.
Torture people with smokestacks.
Right. It's from the vault. The Annihilation. This
Uh
one's
I
so
find
good, dude. Oh, sorry.
I found the equipment by the way. It's a Luxor Gideos gift. Or Gideos gift. It is 1 to play, 3 to equip, but you can pay
Same
1 to
one.
equip to a planeswalker. And the equipped creature has +1/+1 for each counter on it, including those charge counters. So
Is it?
smack hard with commander.
Sorry, Gideon's gift.
Gideas gift,
G
Giada or
I
apostrophe s.
Gida Gi
Giada.
Giada.
Is that Giada?
Yeah, Giada. It's a lot of ricotta salata. All right, so each 1/1 counter for equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each counter on it.
Hello, Wolfsbane. Yeah, so with our commander, all those charge counters have become power.
You want to use it?
We could. It's funny with stations. I don't know if it's good enough for our deck, but like that's a funny option.
Yeah, screw it. It's not like, I don't know. This isn't the best sword to use. I can think of a few other swords that we should probably consider, but like a swords to plowshares.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna add those yet. I might copy and paste some things just to expedite the instance, and we can remove some stuff.
We also probably want more stacks in the deck.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
we're kind of absent. The deck is kind of absent of some stacks here.
Honestly, let's go for the artifact stacks that people don't usually see because our
Right.
commander can protect them. So Trinisphere, let's do the tax and the general spheres
Oh,
and stuff.
Gibbous, I'm sorry. I was just talking about the From the Vaults. I was just talking about the From the Vaults art for smokestacks. Not that we should use smokestacks. And I don't think we would want to here. Long range sensor and insight engine are both decent card draw. Sorry, Will.
Yes to Insight Engine, no to long range sensor.
And
But I
why
love
is
long
that?
range sensor as a card.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This new draw engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Insight engine's good. Here, we're gonna add some stacks in a second. What am I doing? But yeah, Insight engine's slick. And long range sensors. I just want to pull it up because I don't know that I've read this. Whenever you attack
It's a cascade card. What's it called? Discover. It's Discover 4 on repeat by removing counters and paying 1.
We
It's
missed oh sorry.
it's quite cool if you are running a proliferate deck. Run long range sensor. Card's dope.
How do you feel about Surge Node? 6 charge counters, remove a charge counter from Surge Node, put a charge counter on target artifact. It's a charge counter theme that we're not necessarily going for, but it doesn't mean it's bad. You had one more suggestion that I liked, though.
Yes to Curse Totem, by the way.
Oh, yeah, we'll add Curse Totem. Oh my god, where did it go? There are so many suggestions, and this is a good thing, don't get me wrong. Coalition Relic. This is a weird one. Thoughts on Coalition Relic? We have the mage to find it.
What does it do again? Blanking on the name.
It's a weird staple in some cubes. But add 1 mana of any color. You can tap it to put a charge counter on this artifact. At the beginning of your first main phase, remove all charge counters from this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color for each charge counter removed this way. So, yes, there is in fact a way you can put more charge counters on this than just tapping it. Obviously, this is quite good during the untap upkeep. Provided you've put another charge counter on, you get 2 from it. It's good ramp.
Patrick, I found the deck for this one card that everybody says is bad, but this card is finally good.
Okay.
Polywog Prodigy.
Oh, is he charge counters?
Our commander puts a +1/+1 counter on every single turn, so it keeps getting bigger.
Polywog is good. Also, are there any like evolutionary things that we can add? I know that's usually like green or Simic. Do you know what I mean? Like Gyre Sages or whatever, but that are relevant in Jeskai. I can't think of one immediately. Sorry guys, I'm still catching up with you. Razorkin Needlehead can sometimes put in work.
Great card, not for this deck, but great card in general.
Oh yeah. This is Duskmourn.
Slash Curiosity on him. When an opponent draws a card, you draw a card.
Same with Harsh Mentor, especially with a lot of the Thrasios decks floating around. Harsh Mentor. I know the art. I forget the effects. Whenever an opponent activates ability of artifact creature, deals 2 damage to that player. That's kind of funny. You want to shock people to death?
We could just punch him with a 5/5.
You don't want Harsh Mentor, is what you're saying.
Mm-mm.
Not good enough.
There's
the balls.
where I would go for those, but we want to walk.
Give us coming at us with the balls here. We got Winter Orb, Torpor Orb, Trinisphere, Vexing Bauble. From the Vault Baubles Give me like some sick ass vexing bauble art. You know what I mean? It doesn't even
Yeah.
have to be reserved list, but I would appreciate it. There's a Grim Monolith that I would love to get the art for, but is reserved to MTG Online, or it's never going to see the light of day. So damn sad. Trini
Hey, we got
Sphere.
that. We got the Walking Ballista art from MTG Online. Never say never.
Well, Grim Monolith is reserved list though.
Oh yeah, true. Never mind.
Sorry, I'm just gonna put it online. It's this online promo. This is the best art for Grim Monolith. I'm sorry. This is so good. The moon's behind it. It's so good.
Also, do we
Never
want
gonna
to
get
put
it.
in like Swiftfoot boots in the deck just to make it so our commander is hexproof after giving everything else hexproof?
Yeah, that seems good. Just the boots, or you want Lava Spur Greaves are not necessary, and Lightning Greaves
Horde
are
one is not as
too
good.
far. Yeah,
Lightning Greaves is good though.
you'll do Lightning.
Yeah, Lightning's fine.
Facts. We've got enough bodies to move these Greaves around. There's so much art for these now that I'm just gonna take a second to pick some cool ones. I'll just go for this
I'm
one.
going through good artifacts right now just to see if there's
Yeah.
any other stuff that hasn't been said yet. But I
Well,
think our crew got most of it.
no, you guys are killing it, by the way. Thank you for all the suggestions. This is great. This is what these community builds should be. So if you're ever a silent participant, speak up. We need your voice. I'm surprised y'all like the Sydney Sweeney ad as much as the Cat's Eye ad. Just want to put that out there. I don't know if you're trolling me or you're being serious. I know she's attractive. But did you see the choreography for the Gap ad? I've watched that ad so many times. I'm like, this is really good choreo and camera work. Like, the production is outstanding. Weathered Runestone.
Eh. Mm.
You're not a fan.
It's not a bad card. It's just that most of what you see in the meta does not care about Weather Runestone.
How about Damping Sphere?
Yeah. Let me. There's enough like fast storm decks that I think Damping Sphere is cool.
Yeah.
Also, screw over Guy's Cradle to mess up Thrasios.
Yeah, screw Guy's Cradle.
Yeah.
Humility has to be part of stacks. Speak about
Humility is so good considering the fact that our commander does not give a crap.
Yeah, dude.
How the we can play my favorite really dumb card that no one ever plays. Blood of Mars.
Oh, where everything becomes a copy.
Everything becomes Flood of Mars. Just turn off Thrasios, turn off Timna.
You want to?
Yeah, it's blue humility. Let's do both.
The flood of Mars.
Do you remember when I killed you with that on stream?
Yeah.
I felt so cool because I'm like, I'm gonna swing with a 3 Flood of Mars and then 2 fairies, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna block them. Like, no. 1 flood, or these 3 floods are gonna turn the other 3 fairies into Flood of Mars on attack. So you're gonna take full damage and die.
Yeah. They didn't even walk to no islands. They just came over. Dude, humility.
So good.
By the way, thank you for humility. That's a card I really love, and I haven't played in a long time. Yeah, it kind of is blue mility. It kind of is blue mility. I mean, obviously, But what's funny though is like they get an active copy of this card, right? With the effects of this card. Is that how it functions? Yeah. So you literally just screw everything gets screwed.
The worst part is you have to board wipe to get rid of it. You cannot spot remove it because once it attacks once, somebody else has a copy. Then when they attack, the next person has a copy. Then when they attack, the next person has a copy. And everybody's going to have Floods of Mars at some point.
That's right. Dry cleaning won't work, guys. Just to throw it all in the wash. Yeah, it's such a dumb card. That's so funny, dude. I haven't thought about this card in ages.
And neither have I, but I've been thinking about like every time I think about it, I'm like, I have to find a deck where I can put that in, but I've never had like a casual deck I wanted to
To
put it in. I felt like
spacecraft.
it wasn't good enough for cEDH, but it's so good for this.
Oh, you just needed a spacecraft.
Yeah,
You- that's so funny, dude. That's like the closet, like that's the secret tech. The spacecraft is just delivering the flood of Mars. It's coming
they
from
are
Mars.
aliens.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
it works. They are aliens.
I have a etheric amplifier for you, sir.
Uh,
Etheric, excuse me.
double the counters on a thing.
Double the counters, double the fun.
I mean, like, yeah, that does kind of get there, but you're like paying 4 mana to do it, which is already kind of what we're doing with everything else.
Yeah.
That's better than Sonic Screwdriver. We can cut Sonic Screwdriver for that if
I
you
don't
want.
think I put Sonic Screwdriver.
Oh, then never mind. Don't we're at 9 already. We don't need that then.
I'll put Etheric Amplifier on the sideboard for now. I think it's still pretty cool tech. Filigree Vector.
I'm so happy that Flood of Mars is in a deck.
Do you know the only filigree card I know is Filigree Familiar?
Yeah, that's understandable.
Sad, really. Filigree Vector. Phyrexian Construct, 1/1 body. When Filigree Vector enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter for on each any number of creatures and charge counters on each and any number of artifacts. Sacrifice another artifact to proliferate. It's maybe just a
We
little
don't
slow, but it's quite good.
we
$20
don't
card.
need more ways of making Magistrate Scepter good. 9 is like the sweet spot.
Okay. Blue Melody.
Dude.
Vidalcan Humiliator.
Do
What?
we have the guy that makes all artifacts enter tapped, and you can pop him and pay mana to blow up all artifacts of a specific CMC? Dauntless Dismantler.
No, we
Do we
do
have
not.
Dauntless
No, we do
Dismantler?
not. It was on the
Okay.
tip of my tongue. Dauntless Dismantler. Where are we? There we are. Yes. What a good boy. I like that Humiliator is a part of his title. Right? What an interesting card.
True.
It's his
We already
job.
have Torpor Orb in there, right?
I think he just cast delay on that guy back there. But Metalcraft. Whenever he attacks, if you control 3 or more artifacts, creatures your opponents control lose all abilities and have base power and toughness of 1/1 until end of turn. It's actually quite funny. I don't know that we need it. The humiliation is felt though. 3 Lazy King. I do like that.
You already put Torpor Orb in, right?
Oh, did I?
Yeah, I figured.
Let me check. No, I did. Moon Snare. Moon Snare prototype. It will be active with our commander and it's fetchable removal off of Tezzeret. Oh, fact, actually. Tap an untapped artifact or creature you control to add a generic. You know what's funny? I don't hate this. Channel, discard Moonsnare prototype. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it into the top or bottom of their library. Huh.
I've only ever put that in my Abdel deck. I know the people run it in like Rogside too, but like I only ever put it in Abdel because I can theoretically channel it and get around rule of law effects.
So nay.
Yeah, nay. We play around rule of law pretty perfectly. Do we have silent? We should probably do like all the good interaction things like silence and counter spells and all that.
Yeah, we've got a lot of cards in here. We will have to make some cuts in a second. We have 85 cards. I just want to say we have 85 cards. The land base is from an Elsha deck that might need to be tweaked. And we don't have any interaction. We have a trifling of tutors. That's about it. Wow, Teferi who slows the sunset. Sorry,
That sounds like a made up card.
No,
What?
no, yeah. I thought I'm like I don't think I've heard of this.
Oh,
Guy.
is that the battle?
Dude, what a badass! What a name, dude.
Hold on.
Who slows the sunset?
There's no way that is a card.
No, how do you get that title? He's real, dude. He's from the Midnight Hunt.
That's
Pretty metal.
oh yeah. Wait, is it Teferi that slows the sunset?
Let them sunbathe longer. Yes, ladies, you can thank me.
Oh, who Teferi who
Yeah.
slows the sunset?
What a
Yeah,
guy.
pretty freaking chill dude.
I mean, is it a yes?
He do be the daylight savings daddy.
If you're wondering why you add an hour each year, this asshole. Wait, so it untaps the artifacts.
Yeah, he's an untapper.
Do you want it? Wait, isn't the other Teferi just better? The blue one? The old
other one
commander.
is 6 though, I think, right?
Is he 6?
He's 6.
Wow. Never mind. Nice. We really need to speed up that sunlight with him. You're just like trying to get to the mana. Forensic Gadgeteer.
It's really sad that this isn't like the only white Teferi, because that would make it so like thematically so much better. But I feel like Teferi deserves to be Azorius on other cards, so I'm not actually going to complain.
Let's see here. Forensic Gadgeteer. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, investigate. Activated abilities of artifacts you control cost 1 less to activate. This effect can't reduce the mana cost. Well, so it doesn't make our keys free, which is what I would want this for. I don't know that we need Forensic Gadgeteer. I'm sorry. I'm going with all I'm going with all your suggestions, guys, and then we're gonna add like core cards and test the deck. White Plume Adventurer, 3 mana. Adventurer enters the battlefield. You take the initiative. Great, really good 1v1. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, untap a creature you control. If you completed a dungeon, untap all creatures you control instead. What are we trying to untap here?
We're not. We don't care about our creatures. We care about our artifacts.
Boromir. I would just like to hold it for a moment. I assume you mean Warden of the Tower. I don't know. Is that good enough stacks for you, sir?
That's the counter free spells.
Yeah. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it. I mean,
yes, counter free spells.
Is that?
Isn't there the other Azorius one that's better? What's her name? Azorius Renegade.
Lavinia. Do you want both? None.
I like Lavinia better.
Lavinia.
Lavinia is just petty.
Azorius Renegade.
Yeah.
She be petty. Yeah, we'll do it. La 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 Lavinia. The boys are waiting. Mama chick brings other boys to the yard. All right, where are we? Manifold keys in. All the keys, right? I don't know about all the keys. We didn't add
Galvanic key.
Galvanic key, that crazy one. We're not.
No one adds Galvanic key.
It's the untapped Tev. Thanks, Nathan. The plot involved resetting the day-night cycle of Innistrad. Oh. That explains so much. Oh, because of werewolves? Got it. Vampires were in that world too.
The fairy just hating on furries.
Yeah, dude. What's up with that, bro? Can't we? To each their own. Let me have my thing. You enjoy Dan to Dan. I enjoy Beastars. Can't we just like our anime? Both equally horny. Okay. You can't sack Lavinia so she can put you in a pinch.
Yeah, but isn't Lavinia asymmetrical for the free hate? I know that she's not asymmetrical on the
No. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana value greater than the number of lands that player controls. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell.
Yeah.
How's she pinching me?
Yeah.
Is she gonna pinch me? Wait, Will, how's she pinching me?
Well, let's see. Boromir is. I guess if an opponent has a free counterspell and you want them to cast it on your behalf, like
Oh,
you can sack Boromir, but you can't sack Lavinia.
I like getting pinched. Unstoppable plan. Wait, okay, stop.
St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday. I like getting pinched.
Yeah. You're nowhere near green. Green's nowhere near your skin on St. Patrick's Day. You want the pinches. You sick fuck.
I wear a rainbow t-shirt, but I specifically like bleached the green lines.
Yeah.
I want my pinches.
Pinch me. At the beginning of your end
Pinch me,
step,
do it. Come on.
pinch me now. We did add unstoppable plan. Yes. What's the theme of the deck? That is a good question.
Winning.
The theme
Hopefully winning.
Yeah.
So
for this gameplay
game plan of the deck
is win.
Yeah. The game plan is play Inspirit, get it to at least one charge counter. Then we use Magistrate Scepter with anything that either gives us an extra turn, gives us an extra combat, untaps Magistrate Scepter, or puts an extra counter on Magistrate Scepter to take an extra turn, repeat, win the game. That is the game plan. Hopefully we can do that.
We have Goblin Engineer in already.
We do not. We probably should have that because that's recursion for the staff.
Yeah,
as well.
Goblin Engineer.
Scepter, my bad.
Do we want to do welder
between a scepter and a staff?
A staff is longer. I think it's just the length. I think that's just the length of the item. Goblin Engineer, you guys can let us know. What's the difference between a scepter and a staff? Chad, let us know. Gold base! Okay, Goblin, that's not what I wanted. Goblin Engineer, do we want the welder, people? Do we want the welder?
I like Engineer. I don't care about welder as much.
Damn, dude. Don't care.
Well I mean, like, what's it going to get back that Engineer can't get? The one ring, that's it?
Core Tapper. Could be Core Tapper. We're not running Core Tapper, though. Lazy King. We did talk about Core Tapper. But we're not really going for any of the charge counter allocation specific cards. It's just not in our DNA, you know?
We want everything to have, like, some other utility to it. Do we want to run Kiki Jiki only because we have the extra combat things that go infinite with Kiki Jiki?
Tezzeret the Seeker gets a Scepter without having to cast it, but also untaps it if needed. You know, we could just put all the.
Are we not running Tez the Seeker? Yeah, we probably
we didn't. We're at that point. All the suggestions you guys, we've been going through a lot of really good ones. I think that Scepter signify authority. This is true too. I think it was usually used in courts. Like it was something that only royalty used. Yeah.
Well, the Magistrate uses this one.
Well, throw them out. Not in my kingdom. This is the Inspirit Scepter now. The ship is not royalty. Tezzeret the Seeker's good.
Space Scepter.
Space Scepter, yes.
The Scepter in space.
I'm putting an Unstoppable Plan into my Y'shtola deck. Just so I can play spells on my turn and have mana available to trigger her.
Fair.
Very fair. Very fair. Good of you. Very good. Very fair. Okay. Where the hell were we? Well, tutors. We have Enlightened Tutor. We have all the mages. We have Mystical Tutor. We have Tezzeret the Seeker. We have the other Tezzeret. We have Ranger Captain of Eos. We're missing Gamble.
Word of Invention should also probably go in there as the safest tutor.
I did put Fabricate earlier. Word of Invention is the safest tutor ever, he says.
Well, it's the safest tutor because it just puts it straight to board. So if it gets counterspelled,
but what about
it's still in there.
Drift of Phantasms? Well, I'm just kidding. We're not searching shit with Drift of Phantasms.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think it's a 4 cost, right? No, it's 3. We could. Never mind. Yeah, no, we could search shit with Drift of Phantasms. Yeah. I don't think we're actually using this.
We can get to the Tezzeret, we can get Insight Engine, and we can get our Scepter. So we can get draw, untap, or the combo. I actually do kind of like that.
You like Drift of Phantasms.
Honestly, yes.
I was only joking, people. Oh shit, there's a reprint with the old border. Sold.
Nice.
Sorry, it really doesn't take much for me. It really doesn't. Yeah, we'll use Drift of Phantasms, foiled out. Sometimes you gotta rock out with your cock out, boys. If you know what I'm saying. Kiki Jiki?
Yeah, Kiki goes infinite with the 2 extra combat things we already have. So
What
we
does he
could
go
do Kiki.
infinite with? I'm just kidding. Wait. Dude, did you see this new alt art of Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker?
I don't think I have. Maybe I
Secret
have.
Lair? It's hideous. I love it.
I mean,
Emma
it's kind of.
Gaspar.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. That's
She's done one card. Looks great.
it's Kiki Kiki.
Dude, is it Kiki Jiki or is it like the what are they called? Sleep paralysis demon? Sleep
You know,
paralysis demon.
can I really quickly just say we don't have a single mirror in the art of any of the Kiki Jikis, and I feel like that should be fixed at some point.
Well, the mirror is you. This is just a reflection of what's inside.
You is the mirror.
You're the player's the mirror. No, are
Joke's
you
on you. This
sure?
is you looking at your own reflection. You are Kiki Jiki.
No, bro. No. Wait, no. There's a mirror in one. There's a mirror in a Jumpstart
Oh, it
2022.
just jumpstart. Yeah, there's shattered. There's the shattered glass. Okay, I respect that one. That's good.
I like that there's a cat, another a
Oh yeah,
dragon.
transmute artifact, and
Thanks, guys.
what's the other one?
So while we were
Reshape.
distracted with, I
Transmute
was
artifact and
distracted.
reshape are good.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for that. Well, I was distracted over art. You guys were working tirelessly. I appreciate that. And speaking of being
We could
tired,
do reckless handling, but
yeah,
I don't particularly like the risk of reckless handling.
insane goon. We're using tapped out. Yeah, we're using tapped out. Why? Because it doesn't have obtrusive ads. And I don't know, it's just clean UI, and I like the playtester.
Yeah, I will say Moxfield got like one random ad that's like it takes up the whole screen recently, and it just comes up occasionally, and I'm like, I hate it.
I don't know. You got to make money, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's like have it somewhere that's just out of the way, but it's there. It's like no, this goes like boom across like the whole screen, and it just impacts the whole screen. You can't click on crap, and I'm like, why would you have an ad that disables your website for like 8 seconds?
Well,
That's just stupid.
is there a paid version? I assume there is, right?
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've used tapped out for years. Hasn't gotten any better. Hasn't gotten any worse. Transmute artifact. Fable has mirror. I mean, Fable has mirror.
I think they're saying like the jumpstart one
Oh,
has a mirror. I think that's just a delayed thing to
oh, yeah. Okay. Again, if you're following along, there is the list in the description. You're more than welcome to tag along, see where we're at, test the deck. If Inventors Fair is not in, it could be, or Saga probably should be.
Yeah, it gets a key.
Yeah, it gets a key. You get a key.
Or it gets a rock.
Gets a rock.
I got a rock.
I got a key. So, Will, what kind of ramp do you want in this deck? Tell me about it.
Manifold, Grim Monolith, and then the Moxes and Soul Ring.
You don't want to, okay, so Chrome Mox, Mox
We
Diamonds.
can run the color fixing stuff as well.
You want Grim Monolith? I guess we kind of could use it. We're not.
Yeah.
Sure. It's weird. Grim Monolith, I feel like we'll play it and it'll just sit there for a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Is that really it? Mox Diamond, Manifold, Chrome Mox, Soul Ring, Grim Monolith? Am I missing a Mox? This always happens with me.
Mox Opal?
Yeah, this deck will get there.
We do have 22 artifacts, not including artifact creatures or commander.
Dude, you or me, Will. Reasons to use ad blockers. Yeah, some sites are really. I've noticed that there's been a lot more sites that reject blockers. I don't know if you've noticed this too, Will, and I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. Again, I feel like what side are we talking about? We were talking about tapped out. We were talking about Will was talking about Moxfield. I know
Foxfield, yeah.
Architect is probably still used. Um, I don't know.
Also, we specifically do not want a static orb, or winter moon in the deck because they may make it so that we can't keep paying for Magistrate Scepter. Like if we
Yeah.
use key, we can't combo off with static orb in play.
Winter Orb and which Static Orb, Winter Orb, and what?
Winter moon. The three stuff doesn't always untap things.
Yeah, I put them in because I figured we would get to removing some of these eventually, but sorry. Iron Price. Can you shout out my homie Lou Sassel? Yes, we can. Hey, Lou Sassel. Hope you're having a good evening. We're here on this Thursday, casually building Inspirit. Join us if you're around, or if you watch the VOD. Shout out to you,
Patrick. I think you just got
Sassled.
well, yeah, you got prank called
Sure.
because you get the joke, correct?
No.
If you say it quickly, I you said loose
Oh,
asshole. It
Did it sound
legitimately
like I
there
said
could
it?
be someone named Lou Sassel, but it sounded like that was for the bit, and I respect somebody going for that bit.
Anything goes. Anything goes, King. Fable of the Mirror Breaker depicts Kiki Jiki with mirrors.
Well,
Thank you.
yeah, but that's not Kiki. That's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I know it flips into Kiki as well, but I'm looking for actual Kiki with a mirror breaking art.
Chrome stopped allowing ad blockers, so now I use Firefox. That might have to do with it.
Yeah, Iron Price was making a joke.
Did it
Okay,
sound?
good.
Did it sound like I said that at least?
Yes,
Okay.
he got you, and I respect that. I respect that.
Blind obedience. I don't know about blind obedience either.
Um, yeah, it isn't as impactful as the creature,
Uh,
and we don't care about disabling enemy creatures from blocking.
damn, we're deep diving in Inspirit. I'm so glad you guys are liking this deck. What's the combo with this deck? Will's gone over
Magistrate
it.
Scepter and punch 200 times.
Yeah. We'll illustrate it a few times, and we're gonna go once we get to playtesting the deck. We'll talk about expectations, what we should be doing on what turns. Obviously, in a vacuum, it's hard to say how achievable any of this is. It really depends on who you're playing with and how much they hate you. But if your friends are chill, then you could probably get some games in with this deck. I would say we want to run this up to turn 5 as well. I don't think it's trying to do anything quickly, but it could win pretty easily. I think when it gets up to that point, we can talk through everything once we get there.
Wolfsbane, we do have Canonist in.
We do have Canonist, but do we have Nahiri the Harbinger, Will?
Which Nahiri is that?
There are many. Her hair looks better and worse in some, but in this one, her hair's looking good.
The Boros one that lets
She's
you
like the
exile
core.
stuff.
She's like a core person. Search your blobbity bloop. You may. I don't know about this. I don't think we need this. Either one Canonist. I may have missed it. No, it's there. It's there. As long as Inspirit puts 2 counters on Magistrate Scepter, any proliferate will get to 3.
Yeah.
This is
That is basically the game plan, except instead of proliferate, we're using untappers because they have a little bit more utility.
Yeah, they usually don't see it coming the times I've done the combo. Oh, you've been rocking Inspirit. Nice. We don't have any other combos in the deck, and we should probably consider it. Well,
Well, we could add Kiki Jiki in, and then we have another combo.
sure. You know what? And we'll put the one in that has mirrors in the background.
Yeah.
Gotta get those mirrors in there, bruh. Gotta get those mirrors in there.
You don't
Okay.
want the new ugly art that you were dorking around with?
Oh shit, I do.
It's also funny. I really don't think you want to be a mirror breaker on a spaceship.
Probably
You don't
not.
want to punch the
No,
wrong
well,
piece of glass.
mirrors are fine. Yeah, don't punch that porthole window. Don't punch that. Please. For the love of God. Are we fully committed on the Sat X over the intuition gives ungiven breach stuff? We're committed for this build. I don't. Yes, we're in Jeskai. We could run those lines of play. Breach is a very good card. That's just not what we're trying to do here. I feel like there's
The
probably better commanders for that pile.
the breach package takes up more cards than just doing like staff plus one of a million things that we're just fine with generally running anyways. But I think breach is usually just in general a better combo. For
Yeah.
this deck, I think staff is better, but under any other circumstance, yes, we would be running that
Yeah.
combo.
We've got a lot of magic here. I'm impressed by us. Oh wow. We never built Shiko and Narset, by the way. I'm just like, I don't remember building this, but we did build this.
Yeah,
So if you
because I think we were going to build it, and then Final Fantasy stuff dropped, and then we were like, pivot, pivot, talk
yeah,
about this.
dude, we pivoted so quickly too. It's sad. It's sad, really. We might have some dupes here, but just to expedite things, I am putting some effects from a separate Jeskai list in here because, generally speaking, the instants and sorceries found in one deck are usually good in another.
I think we have a bunch of random buff spells in that one deck though, but
Oh
we can chip
yeah,
them out.
oh, for sure we do. Shared animosity. We're not going to include that. I'm looking at our sorceries though.
Patrick, don't you want to have shared animosity with a
Mhm.
battleship?
I
Don't
forgot
you want
Helping
that?
Hand exists, dude. Do we run Helping Hand? Return target creature card with a mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped.
Isn't there one that also gets an artifact? Like artifact or creature that's 3 or
Yeah,
less?
it's
Let
from
me.
Brothers War. It's 2 or less, though.
Oh, you're right.
I forget the name of it. Jessica's Will.
I don't think we need helping hand. Jessica's will. I don't know if we need ramp in the deck
No.
because we're not doing like explosive stuff. I like Jessica's will in any deck that's trying to go really fast, but like,
Oh, you meant stacks, not staff. Yeah, um,
oh, okay,
that makes
sorry.
so much
I
more sense. Now that I
Yeah,
read what you wrote.
going for stacks over breach. Yes, only because we can play around rule of law, and usually if you can combo through a rule of law, you should be playing rule of law stuff in the deck. So I think it's somewhat smart to play stacks. I do think if we wanted, we could probably put in breach, but
Mm,
I like playing harder into the staff combo as well, and stacks helps us do that.
sorry, I'm just looking over everything here. I'm not seeing any buff
Would
spells.
breach be better though? Probably.
Yeah,
Breach would probably be a better include
over Kiki.
over doing stack stuff. Just having like alternate combos to pivot to instead of doing stacks.
Oh, well, we need to remove 29 cards, so we could do that
Okay,
if you
let's
want.
let's.
If you want to pivot.
No. I'm saying that like doing breach and pivoting on breach may be better than doing stack stuff.
What is the one
But
from
let's
Brothers
see.
War called?
We
I
got
run it. I run
so
it in
many instants
Oswald. Oh
now.
my god, I run it in Oswald. Wait.
Uh, okay, we get rid of apostles. We get rid of brave the elements. We can keep Dovin's veto, but we can get rid of emerged unscathed.
Recommission.
We
It
have
costs
two
one more
enlightened.
generic. I'm sorry. It does cost one more generic, but it is 3 or less artifact or creature. Recommission.
We could get recommission. It gets back magistrate.
Yeah, no, this is a good card. But no, you're like you're saying, we could just run Savine's Reclamation. Yeah, I think you probably run one or both.
I'd
Before
like both.
we, I like both too. But we'll need to cut
We
cards.
can get
After this, I'll go to cut cards. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, we can get rid of a lot of the, like random target thing gains protection effects, and we can get rid of some of the modal things that we don't need because we have 30 lands in general.
Teferi Kitten lines can win through one rule of law if we're the ones controlling. Yeah, I know we're cutting cards, but there are a lot of upside. Iron Man Titan Innovation is just another Tezzeret. Titan of Innovation. No. That's okay, guys. I know we're cutting cards, but I like that there is clearly a group of players that care about this legendary. So Iron
Yeah,
Man's a little
Iron Man Titan
expensive
of
for
Innovation
me.
is Oswald.
Yeah, he's a little expensive to me, man. I mean, he'll do the thing immediately, but for me, I like stacks. I just make sure that I preface with people looking into what stacks gets you in turns. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, recommission. All right. Cut cards. Where do you want to start, man? Sorceries?
First instance, we can get rid of like all the things that just say target thing gets protection, and we can get rid of the second copy of Inland Tutor.
I thought
We
I.
can also get rid of like the crappy modal things.
You don't want Razor Grass Ambush?
Yeah, Razor Grass or Legion. Legion's leadership or Legion leadership. Neither
Legion
are good.
leadership. Brave the Elements. You don't want that. Okay. Emergent
Yeah.
Scathed. Okay, you don't want that. That's fair. That's fair.
Apostle's
God's
Blessing, yada yada.
willing. Yeah, what Apostle's Blessing.
A Flawless Maneuver.
Yeah, that's an Elsha
God's
card.
Willing. God's Plan. God's Plan.
Where do you see God's plan?
It's not. It's just. It's
Is
God's Willing.
is God's
God's
willing?
Plan.
Is God's willing in this deck?
Yeah, God's Willing's in the deck.
Where am I?
It's 1 mana.
Did I remove it? I removed it already. That's
Oh,
fine.
okay. We also have 2 mystical tutors, apparently.
I dropped a mystical toot.
Oh, there. Yeah, sorry, just updated it. Yes,
You're good. You're good.
We do still have 2 enlightened tutors, apparently.
I did
Or
switch
at least
that
it
out,
says we
though.
do.
No, I switched that out for
Okay,
sure.
good. Just has not been updated yet. Unwanted remake can also probably go.
Oh, you don't like the remake?
I like the exile over destruction.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. If Inspirit is a creature, then Roaming Throne doubles the trigger to add counters. Yeah, it would do the do.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think it does because spacecraft is not a creature type, and we can't name a creature type then. So, no, it can't.
Sorceries: Gamble, Recommission, Reshape, Transmute Artifact, Fabricate, Savine's Reclamation, Split Up.
I honestly like this suite. It seems good. Fabricate's maybe the cut, but like,
yeah, I'm gonna remove it for now, just because I have a gut feeling we're gonna get to that point where we need to remove loose ends. We have 5 Tev and 3 Tev. Tez.
both Tez are good. We can cut the fancy sword from artifacts. By the way, the Luxor.
I'm with you on Ghostfire Slice Red. I think we could probably remove that for now too. Oh no, creature
Yeah.
type weird. Yeah, very weird. Very, very weird. Luxior. Where the hell are you? The gift. It was Giada's last gift to me. Oh god. Don't tell her I removed it. Alright, well. Enchantments. Humility, Ristic Study, Unstoppable Plan, and Mystic Remora. Are these okay with you?
Yeah, they're good.
They're okay with me too, bro. All right, we've got Kiki Jeeks. We've got the Flood of Mars. We've got Linvala, Keeper of Silence. Archon of Emeria, even Mind Sensor is going to get cut for now. Combat Celebrant, Drift of Phantasms, Knight of Sandoria, which is just Ranger Captain of Eos. Tribute Mage, Trinket Mage.
Probably cut Leisure Shredder and Leonin Arbiter.
Yeah, Leonin Arbiter. I'm lukewarm on.
And maybe the Mages. Some
If
of them, not all of them. We
we
want to keep some of them, but
yeah, if we kept any, I feel like it would be the trinket mage is probably the most useful. This is assuming all things are going well. At 3 CMC, I kind of want to grab my keys or grab the cornucopia or grab like anything that I can do anything with to help me better my game.
yeah. Do we have a 3-cost artifact that does the combo?
Trinity Sphere.
Well, no,
Insightful
no,
engine.
that untaps or proliferates or gives an extra combat.
No,
And
we
the
do
answer is
not. No, we
no.
do not. I just want to state that we
So,
have insight engine at 3 though. I keep forgetting it's a 3
yeah.
cost.
Yeah, I think it's just keep Trinket Mage and Trinket Mage alone.
King, I would recommend proxying. I mean, unless you've got like your own personal feelings on that, but you just proxy
Yeah.
the cards you can afford.
It's funny, I don't think I've met somebody who plays cEDH yet who has been against proxying. I think every single cEDH player I've met has been like, yeah, no, proxy. Do
Should we look?
you think that I want to say, no, I'm not playing with you until you buy that $800 dual hand? No, I don't give a crap.
Yeah, or even if you want to go like with magic cards, you can buy gold border. I wouldn't care.
Uh, Cullingus, I know what that card is too. You can replay, I think, legendary creatures from the graveyard, and ETB surveils 3. Um, eh,
Deus, me said Deus.
I think we're just at the point where we're just cutting stuff. I think the deck is refined enough on like ads. We just need to get down to 100.
Yeah, we really got up there, guys. I'm impressed. We clearly like our Inspirit. Sphere of Resistance. I'm not feeling it, bro.
Oh, Cullingus is the other thing. Okay, that's the draw. Fine.
Sphere of Resistance, I just don't feel.
Yeah, I don't think that we need the like light stacks things. We prefer the hard stuff. Trinisphere is like the lightest I think we're willing to go.
Alright, well, we need to cut some lands anyways.
Yeah, we're at 31 lands. We could probably cut like 2 lands, maybe
It
3 lands.
one-time cards draws equal to charge counters. Sacrifice a creature, put a charge counter on Calling Deus, sacrifice Calling Deus, draw a card for each counter.
So it's one time draw, but we also have Insight Engine, which is the same thing, but it's not one time. You can keep reusing it over and over and over again.
Yeah. I don't disagree though, Nathan. I get where you're coming from here.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
also used this in a mono white God Eternal Ketra deck at some point, so I love the card. What was I thinking of though? There's
What
a
were
Doctor
you?
Who card that's a Surveil 3 that lets you play legendaries from graveyard.
Mm. I don't remember. I don't actually
Find it.
remember. We got the Verge lands. Oh, Wolf says my LGS banned proxies in official events because they joined WotC's program. This just makes sense.
Yeah,
Can still play them casually, just
stores
not on
are
commander events.
stores are
Yeah.
different from like actual players. Yeah, there are several stores that will say that. Also, Confession Dial was what I was thinking of.
These are my confession dials. Do you want to use it?
No. It's just that when I heard Calling DS, I was thinking Confession Dial for some reason.
Are there Boros? Is there a Boros Verge land? I'm trying to cut a Boros land here.
Yes, we already have the full cycle of Verge lands, I believe.
Well, it ain't in here, so thank God that's taken care of.
What is the Boros one? I think it's like
We're at 30.
dry.
We're at
It's
31 lands already, dude. This is quite a lot.
very. We can cut 3 lands.
I want to take the Verge out. The Verges. No.
Oh, we can cut like Fiery Islet, maybe.
Um, I still want to keep the blue though.
Okay.
Like
We can
any
cut Prismatic Vista.
P-Vist?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. The Verges and the P-Vist. P-Vist and Butthead. All right, we have 10 more cards to cut people, and then we can test this puppy out. Test this bad boy out. Give it a spin. Give it a whirl.
Muddle the Mixtures doesn't find the Scepter, so we can probably cut Muddle the Mixture.
Dead card. Drift of Phantasms.
I do still kind of like Drift, but we probably could cut Drift.
Very high cost tutor. With this mana, artifacts, is Mishra's Workshop reasonable? Not in terms of price, but in terms of effect, I don't know that we need that much generic for artifacts. It did kind of kill cEDH events, though, but they did finish a month-long tournament before they joined the program. Well, that was good of them. I'm hoping that they're still able to manage these events. Odds are likely, I'm willing to bet that one or two of the cards that you're going to see in the deck across from you, sanctioned or not, will be proxied. So just be aware that people don't give a shit.
Should we get rid of the blasts or the elemental blasts? Like Pyro and Red Elemental?
Probably. I'm fine with that. Besides Inspirit, any other way to get charged counters on the Scepter?
Moxite Refinery.
Yeah. In this build, I think it's just Moxite Refinery. These are my inventions. This Swerve invention. Fantastic. No notes. 10 out of 10. Scour for scrap? I don't know, bro. It's instant speed, but it's 4. It feels like
we can cut that if you'd like.
It's not a bad card. It's just costly.
The recursion is the only reason why I would still want it, but like, yeah, we can cut it.
Stores just shouldn't use Wizards Event Reporter for cEDH events. Plenty of other options they can use for those. Cut a Fetto Alchemist because it's slow. I'm feeling you on that. It's probably my least favorite of the untappers, but I get it.
Well, Ensnare, the thing is, it's a full program for the store, because my LGS joined it like forever ago, and it's pretty much like all the events are sanctioned and the store gets more product by doing so. But for doing that, they can't allow proxies, because if a Wizards employee comes into the store and checks up on stuff, basically if the Wizards equivalent of a fire marshal comes in and is like, that's a proxy, that's against non-proxy fire code, you're screwed, then they get kicked from the program and they can't get back into the program ever again. That's at least what my local game store is kind of given the gist of, and they're like, we like having more to sell and we do not want to risk losing that.
That makes sense.
Right,
These
how many more do we need to cut?
5, bro. Shards of Narsil going. Sorry, it's just another static orb. Damping Sphere.
We can probably cut Damping Sphere because we have Rule of Law effects, which are kind of like better Damping Sphere.
Sorry, Will. I'll cut Damping Sphere. Give me 1 second. I think I just got a scam. Text.
Click on it, no balls.
Yeah, no, we're good. That was just very weird, like a very convincing one. I've also been getting some from my grandma's email.
Wait,
and I haven't
talked
to...
Jeweled Amulet? We should probably not be running Jeweled Amulet.
We do have Jeweled Amulet because it uses charge counter as well.
Yeah, but it removes charge counter. It is a reusable Lotus Petal. Like, no.
Okay, we need to cut 2 more, 1 more. What are the Greaves for? Ha! Who? Yeah.
When our commander is a creature, it cannot be touched, and then nothing can be touched. But we probably cut Greaves.
Cut it. Just cut it. You need to cut it. I don't know. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I just the lack of sleep.
Shape it up. Get straight.
To protect the commander when he becomes a creature. Thanks. Yeah, I don't. It's probably not top of mind to be getting him to be a creature, it to be a creature. So I feel like we're probably fine with just one. Swiftfoot booties are enough.
Yep.
All right, guys. I'll save and continue so that you guys are up to speed with us. We need to cut one more card. Uno mas. Does Refinery have a combo? It does, kind of.
Oxide Refinery, Magistrate, Scepter. Do the ting.
Yeah. Costs mana, but not too much.
2 mana is not bad. Honestly, do we want to just cut Swiftfoot Boots as well? Out
I'm
of all
feeling
of our
it.
creatures in general, like how many creatures care about tapping?
Feto Alchemist.
Like Goblin Engineer, a Feto Alchemist.
Yeah. I wish I kept fear
and then
of
like the
missing
random
out.
creatures that attack. There's like 5 creatures in our deck that care about Swiftfoot Boots, and I don't care enough about them to actually keep Swiftfoot Boots in. There we go.
I wish I kept my Jewel Amulet.
What self-respecting spaceship wears shoes, Patrick?
And none of the ones I know. And what happened to your Jeweled Amulet? Have they gone up in price or something? No way. No shot.
I
$11.
doubt Jeweled Amulet is ever gonna. Well, I was gonna say is ever gonna go up in price. It went up when I think Hullbreak Horror came out, and then it's been at that price since.
It ain't that card, guys. Voltaic Servant can go. I think Voltaic Servant wins us the game, though.
I don't want to cut any of the things that combo with Magistrate Scepter because 9 is kind of the sweet spot, I think.
Yeah, Magistrate Scepter ain't in our CZ though, bruh.
Yeah, which is why I like the tutors. I want to keep several of the tutors, and we did cut several of them, but like hopefully that's still enough. We'll see if that's still enough.
All right, guys. So here's the deck. Let's talk about it real quick. Tapped Out tells me it's 96% competitive, which is 100% accurate. But is it going to pilot that well?
What was Katara? Was Katara 98?
She was like 99 or so. We lost a percent. I think I've hit 100 a few times, but I forget. I don't know what you need to do. You need to like sweet talk it. There's a lot of finessing that goes on to get 100, but it's not accurate. None of this shit matters. What really matters though is that we play test this accurately. Again, vacuum here, so it's not going to help too much, but we're going to make some assumptions about how we pilot.
We still have intuition in the deck.
No, we do not.
Don't we?
We do have intuition in the deck.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's cut intuition and put in like Phantasms. Let's just put Phantasms back in. Drift Phantasms.
My guy on the Phantasms here.
It hits the new Tezzeret, it hits the Scepter, and it hits our Insight Engine. Like, it hits 3 really good things.
Isn't Moxite Refinery finite because you're going down on counters?
Yes, but we can keep putting more counters on our spaceship or on something else to keep ticking up.
You may put your choice of 2 charge counters or 1/1 counters on up to 1 other
I'm saying
artifact.
Like we just tap 3 power of creatures to put 3 charge counters on Inspirit because it's a station. Then we remove those counters from Inspirit and put them onto the Scepter.
Bruh, you got. You got with Polywog Prodigy. It's true.
Polywog Prodigy is also kind of a thing that can get counters. That's funny.
No, but put your choice of +1/+1 counter or 2 charge counters on up to 1
on a
other
creature?
target
or on
artifact.
Polywog Prodigy.
There's your Drift of Phantasms, bro.
Probably cut Polywog Prodigy for something, man.
Probably. Definitely. Do we put Katara in? Do we put Katara in? Do we
probably not? We're not that heavy of a control deck. We're more of a stacks deck.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put an artifact in the deck, and it's gonna be not Swiftfoot Boots. I lied. I'm not doing that. I gave up on that dream long ago, and now I'm struggling to find a card to put in the deck. Let's just do Trophy Mage or something. Like, are we desperate to get the Mage Right Staff out? I feel like we are.
Yeah, like we can another tutor for Magistrate. Let's put the 4-mana one in, the recursion /instant.
I don't like it.
I'd like it only because it gets it back from grade.
I just,
I can understand not liking it. You have final say as the guy who's controlling the computer that the deck is being edited on.
I'll put the mage in simply because it's a crewer and
Good enough. Let's go.
easy,
Playtest.
easy to use. All right, guys, we are going to play test this deck up to turn 5. I would say is fair, and we're going to see if we can initiate a win or just where our standing is at that point, right? So we'll kind of grade this on how well it handles turn to turn. If we're interacting with the board, if we're stopping things. Obviously, there's a light mix of stacks with some control magic here, so that should be the goal. Rite of Flame, turn 1 stacks. We talked about potentially utilizing ramp, and we're kind of off it. Like, we're not on Rite of Flame, we're not on Jessica's Will, anything like that. Repurposing Bay, I don't remember what it does. Note, Lord Windgrace was announced a day before I got paid. Oh, I sold it when I quit Magic for a bit. I got back in. This is Jeweled Amulet. The bulk cards, it was the same when I didn't have enough money to buy like 5 squandered resources when it was $1 each. Damn, dude. Yeah, it's rough. I still have a lot of my expensive cards, but I feel you. You're missing one of the best tutors. Repurposing Bay. Damn it. Why are you doing this to me? 3 mana. Sacrifice another artifact for the cost of 2 and tapping this thing. Search your library for an artifact card with a mana value of equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact. So this is Birthing Pod.
Yeah, it's Artifact Birthing Pod. It's a Oswald. All
right, Will, what do you want to
do? I don't think we care too much about it, actually. We're fine without it, because we don't have, like, a great artifact curve.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep that first hand we saw. This hand is interesting, though. We have Gamble, Silence, Cyclonic Rift, Force of Negation, Voltaic Servant, Steam Vents, and Bloodstained Mire. So 2 ways to filter. Gamble, which is promptly going to get cracked for probably Soul Ring with what we're representing, but we need color mana for Inspirit, so I feel like we should get something that could produce that, but Chrome Mox and Mox Diamond are harsh right now.
So isn't Mana Vault better Soul Ring just because we have the Servant on
in hand right now? Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, we're not always going to be untapping the Mana Vault, but you're right about that.
Yeah.
Keep this, though. I think we'll keep this. We'll draw on to Drannith Magistrate. Okay. Well, this doesn't spell too much more out for our turn. We're going to play the Bloodstained Mire to thin our list out. We're going to grab... I mean, we have red-blue right there, so I feel like we're obligated to get white, especially presenting Drannith Magistrate.
Yeah,
so, yeah, we'll get the Plateau. Sorry, I'll put our boy over here. Our boy, our girl, whatever.
And if we gamble, what do we gamble for here? That is indeed the question.
This is the question. I don't...
Maybe Chrome Mox?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. And, like, I would really like to... Because this is a turn 2 Inspirit. Yeah, sure, Chrome Mox is the best choice. I think so. It could... No, it's Chrome Mox. Okay, I'm going to roll the die here. We're going to look at the D8. On the result of an 8, we'll reroll. It's a 3. We get rid of Force of Negation. Honestly, that feels okay.
Probably the thing we were going to pitch to Chrome Mox anyways. So
frankly, yeah. And then we'll probably need to pitch the Psych Rift.
Yeah, it's like a toss-up between Psych Rift or Silence.
Silence at this point.
Drannith.
Yeah. We'll make it blue. And that's it. That's turn. How do you think I felt the day before I get paid? Lord Winders gets spoiled and I squander resource terms of $60. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
I did not understand that's what you were saying in the comment, but yeah, no, hearing that is just oof.
Oh, Oswald. Yeah, we could have played Oswald. It's okay, though. Sorry, freshman college student. That's okay. I am. Am I middle aged? God, I am a early 30s adult. It's not any better. Trust me. Next turn. Voice of Victory, you say. All these white cards making me wish I trashed one of them. All right, we'll do the Steam vents and play Inspirit, I suppose? Or do we want to drop the Dranith? Because that
It's probably
realistically,
better to drop the Dranith.
yeah, it does way more for us. We'll do the Plateau and the Chrome Mox, pretend like the Steam vents is there to counter something. It ain't, but you know. Okay. Next turn. Rough times. I think we go for Inspirit now and then Crew or Station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Station, is it sorcery or anytime?
Sorcery.
Sure. We'll do some sorcery. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put your choice of +1/+1 counters, blah, 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 on up to one other target artifact.
Start buffing that Chrome Mox. Make it give it a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah, we got nothing else to do. I mean, I'll put the charge counters on it. Am I crazy?
Actually, yeah, charge counters are actually better because Moxide Refinery.
Yeah, we'll do the charge counters. And hopefully that lives. Next turn. City of Brass, you say.
Well,
Okay.
we can play both of our 2-drops.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Or Combat Celebrant. Pray for the best.
I mean, yeah, Combat Celebrant Crew, and then next turn we can
Beat face.
Crew up our commander.
Right. And if we just top deck like gold, then we're good. I'm only half joking on the Celebrant. Would you prefer the Voice of Victory and Voltaic Servant?
I mean, both of them would set up for the win, but I think based off of mana, Combat Celebrant actually gives us the win because we have to pay 7 for Voltaic Servant. So yeah, just honestly playing Combat Celebrant and just getting our commander up to 8 is not a horrible idea. I like it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and crew up to station up to 6. Excuse me. We'll do this, and this. Save the City of Brass. I don't know. Let's pretend we had to silence off turn. We're not doing too much else with that mana. We'll lose a life. We're not tracking the life. Don't worry about it. All right. Next turn. We got a Grim Monolith, people. Prime time for Voltaic Servant. You know what's funny? I mean, we could just do Voice of Victory and go up to 8 that way and be able to attack with Combat Celebrant, but it's not like it really benefits us much. We also don't have another... Well, I guess we put counters on Voltaic Servant. Let's just do the thing. I mean, we could pretty much play everything from our hand right now, so
Yeah.
might as well. Okay, so Mox for the Grim Monolith for the Voltaic Servant. You probably want to do the Voice of Victory first, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It shouldn't matter.
It shouldn't matter. We're not presenting much here. Okay. Mobilize 2. It's whenever this attacks, right?
Yeah.
That's so funny. We don't need that, but such a good card, dude. I can't believe Voice of Victory is a card. Okay. Crew with the Voltaic Servant and the Dranith Magistrate.
Yep.
Right, and then we will
actually probably Voices of Victory and Dranith Magistrate, and then we can put a +1/+1 counter on Voltaic Servant, so it's just a better blocker.
Juicy blocker, yeah. No, I was thinking that too as soon as I said
it. And then we swing with Combat Celebrant and our commander for 9, and then swing for another 9 to just chunk somebody for 18.
Right, we will leave this exerted, obviously. Have to. It only untaps other creatures.
It doesn't untap itself, you're right. So it's a 9 + 5, 14.
Yeah. When you do this, all other creatures you control, and after this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Untap. The creatures didn't have to attack, so
yeah, everything's untapped except for Celebrant.
All right, this is technically turn.
The combo works.
It's technically turn 5, bro.
If we top deck a Tutor, we get to win.
Well, I'm glad we put that other mage back in because we would have used it. We got a land.
Oof.
This is the issue when you don't have draw off the bat.
Yeah.
All right, try it again. Gamble. Do we just gamble for Remora like a smart person?
Yeah, Remora, Esper Sentinel, like any draw engine, even Insight engine. Depending on how much mana we have. Um,
2 lands, Path of Exile, Gamble, Flusterstorm, and
yeah.
Combat Celebrant. I know you guys can. Yeah, you can make out the art. I would say this is playable, but it is slow. Again, when we play test decks like this, it's never too exciting. Sorry, because it's not really trying to rip and roar and do crazy things. It's kind of just passively going along. This has elements that we need, but
like if we get Magistrate Scepter off Gamble, we can win the
we're
game.
great.
But I think it's better to get Magistrate Scepter off the Gamble through a draw. So yeah, we gamble for Esper Sentinel or Mystic Remora, something like that.
All right. Let's do the Remora. And then we'll roll a d6. I'm sorry. I never drew my card for turn. I don't think. No, I drew my card for turn. Right? Because Steam Vents in hand plus the Gamble would have been 8. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Well, no. You did not draw for turn.
Did I not?
So Mystic Remora we got off of Gamble. So
oh yeah.
that was 7.
Yeah. Here's one random card for you. Urza's Saga. Again, D8 again. 5 is Mana Vault.
That's fine.
That's okay, I guess. Next turn. Drift of Phantasms. Look at us. Okay, so Urza's Saga, good card. I'm tempted to start kicking off the line because I want to get the key.
Yeah.
It's like another tutor.
Combat Celebrant is our key effect. We just need the Scepter and our commander in play.
Oh, so much mana, bro.
Yeah, I will agree with playing Urza's Saga first, though, and then playing Mystic Remora, and then turn after we can play Combat Celebrant, and turn after we can play Commander.
Next turn. Just tuned in. Good morning from the Philippines. Hey. Me and Allie miss the Philippines pretty much every week. When our honeymoon was there earlier this year, I still can't believe we went to the Philippines for a month this year. I wish I was back. Okay. Honestly, I would go back. I should look to just pick up assignments there. That'd be amazing. Mr. Grimoire, how many cards are we going to draw, Will?
3. Let's just say 1 per player.
That was nice. Next turn. Urza's Saga couldn't have played the Mystical Tutor, so I'm not concerned about it. This is turn 2 for this, so second counter. All right, Will. We've got Sea of Clouds. We've got Plateau. Neither of these are great. Let's see here. We need the white eventually. Esper Sentinel?
Yeah, we can play Esper Sentinel. And we'll say we paid for Mystic Remora because we knew we were going to play Esper Sentinel.
Yeah. With the Urza Saga, yeah, 100%.
If we didn't see the Esper Sentinel, we would have played Combat Celebrant, but we drew into it off Mystic Remora off turn. So
I kind of just want to hold for the Mystical Tutor.
Yeah.
All right. Also, we get 4 draw here between the 2 draw engines. This is pretty generous. Trying to give ourselves the best outs here. We are holding for the Mystical Tutor or the Flusterstorm, whatever comes first. But let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do our Mystical Toots. What would you toot in this instance, Will?
So we need to find Magistrate Scepter to win the game, but we still need to set up our commander and something else first. We're gonna have 5 mana next turn to play with because we can crack Urza Saga and get something. Probably a Mox Diamond.
Mystical Toots won't. Mystical Tutor, not Enlightened.
No. I'm Urza Saga.
On that, yeah. So far as
Yeah,
instants and
this
sorceries, though,
seemed like, oh wait, yeah, we draw. So I'm trying to see like with the amount of mana we have next turn, what can we do? So we'll have 5 mana, 6 if we want to grab Soul Ring, but I think we get colored mana. Um,
you know
so we can
what's?
play our commander,
Let's just
and
say
we'll
that
one.
sorry. We're going to say that we respond to one of the draw effects with Mystical Tutor, just so that we have whatever we want in hand.
Yeah,
Um,
it shouldn't matter though.
no, it's probably interaction of some sort. I'm just not trying to think that hard. Fine. It's forcible because none of the instants or sorceries, like we could pull a tutor for a tutor, but that's so expensive.
Yeah, I don't know what we get off Mystical Tutor.
I think we just grab
Um,
Force of Will just to make it easy, and then like have
yeah, for
something
the sake
to.
of it, because we have the Drift of Phantasms as another tutor, so we'll do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can grab another free counterspell should you like, but mm, unless I'm missing something, and there's some good piece of instant or sorcery we should be grabbing. But okay, so going into our turn, we let the Remora die,
Agreed. And
and
then we tap Urza Saga for one, crack it. We get a Mox Diamond, let's say, and we discard our least favorite of the lands.
shuffle. Mox Diamonds.
Yes. Uh, Singer, the game plan is Magistrate Scepter.
Yeah, least favorite of the lands was that one. We're gonna play the Misty Rainforest though.
And the way we get the third charge counter is through an untap effect and just using Magistrate Scepter's main ability, or doing an additional combat to have Inspirit trigger twice.
What's the Azorius dual land? Tundra?
Yes.
Jeez Louise. Okay, Tundra. We got Plateau, Tundra, Steam Vents, Mox Diamond. We can play Inspirit. There's Flood of Mars. There's some cool stuff going on. I do think you're not wrong. This is probably Combat Celebrant turn.
Yeah.
We just
Like
need to
combat
set up.
celebrant, either Sworn Canonist.
Well, I mean, I like Inspirit to put +1/+1 counters on Esper Sentinel and like make it.
Actually, yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like actually set that up, but it's like we need this. It's really slow. Like we're not winning on turn 5. I guess is what I'm getting at. Let's just
We're
do.
actually winning on turn 5 this game. We play one. Oh no, we played Urza Saga. Next turn is turn 5. Never mind.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. We're close.
If that mystical tutor found like some other random thing to find the scepter for cheaper, that might have done it. But like
not War of
transmute artifact, let's say.
Invention. Transmute artifacts would be it. Transmute artifacts. All right. Moving on. Off topic, but I recently went by memory lane when I saw Vampire Hunter D. AMV survives YouTube. Yeah, I miss 90s animation in general. But I'm with you. Damn.
I will say, like, win on turn 6 at the very least with some level of protection.
Yeah, that's true.
Pretty good. So this is slower, which a stacks kind of control deck should be. I think the game plan of the deck is more so you utilize stacks and interaction until you inevitably just hit the setup. So you're really just looking for your draw effects. That's kind of your game plan.
I hate to say it. What are we discarding for effect here? I'm discarding Aethersworn Canonist and Sea of Clouds, I think, at end of turn. We put a +1/+1 counter on not Canonist, Sentinel here. Because I want to hold.
Probably discard Flood of Mars, right?
I was holding it so that we could pitch it to Force of Will potentially, and like keep Drift of Phantasms as a tutor, use Flusterstorm, use Force of Will, so that like turn 4 we've got something.
Well, so next turn we have 4 mana. Then
I probably should have kept the Tundra. By the way, my bad.
There's
Next turn we have 4 mana.
Well,
I think we get a draw. I think we get a draw off Esper Sentinel. Though my hope was that we would hit the land off Esper Sentinel. That's why I did that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe a little crazy.
Better to It's probably better to pitch silence. I think silence is probably our weakest point of interaction.
I was
That or
I
Fluster
was
Storm, one or the other.
no, I was genuinely thinking the same thing. Uh,
I like keeping the land and dropping the interaction
silence.
just because I want to
Drop
play safe.
no. Drop the silence. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The path is probably more useful in this instance.
Yeah, because we have
Again,
stacks with the other two. We just need a piece of board interaction to be safe.
so it costs 2 to avoid the Esper Sentinel. I'm gonna say we get like 2 draws.
Yeah, yeah. I think two is fair because the other person probably is just playing like a creature or something in passing, like Timna.
We get Kiki.
Recasting Timna in passing.
Yeah, we get Kiki Jiki and Marsh Flats. We'll pretend that we had to do Force of Will, pitch the Flood of Mars, and then
My boy!
we did Path of Exile. All right, that's that. Next turn.
Can I say I hate that Kiki Jiki art, not because of the art itself, but because that bordering does not make me think, oh, it's Kiki Jiki. It's a red card.
No, dude, it's gnarly. It's a crazy looking card. All right, Marsh Flats or Sea of Clouds, Will?
Uh, no, Marsh Flats only because if somebody plays Archon.
Oh, just get out of the way.
Yeah.
This view is
Yep.
fucking gnarly. What's the other duel we're missing? Plateau, Tundra. We need the is it one? Volcanic Island.
Marsh can't search for a volcanic. Has to be white.
Ooh, yeah, that is the
We're
wrong
gonna get
card.
what do we need blue. Hollow Fountain.
Hollow Fountain. Okay, we'll put it into play. How do we win, Will?
This turn we do not, but turn after we do. So this is turn 5. Right now we'll play Tezzeret, use Tezzeret to untap Mox Diamond, and then we will play Combat Celebrant.
2, 3, 2, 3. Tez goes up by nothing, but he is set at 4. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1, put a loyalty counter on him. Excuse me. If it's an artifact creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. That's actually kind of sick with the Esper Sentinel, bro.
Yeah, he can buff the boy.
You catch that, dude? That's
All
so
right.
sick. All right. So where are we here? We haven't been
So
crewing this. I'm sorry. We're stationing this.
we'll say we crewed it each time with Esper. It's fine. We
Is it at 4?
theoretically we've got punched.
Is it 3?
Yeah. Um,
Oh, it was at 2 initially. As soon as he came down.
yes, we'll say we. So it enters and we tap Esper, so that has 1, so that it gets a counter on Esper because it doesn't have the ability when it initially comes down. So it got 1, and then we'll say that we gave another counter on Esper, so Esper's at 3, and then we tapped it, so it's at 4. It's at 4 in total.
Sounds about right.
And
All
if we
right.
want, we can tap Combat Celebrant. It's at 8.
I think we will. You gotta put some points on the board.
Yeah, from here, we either can win with Kiki Jiki Combat Celebrant on the next turn, or we can Phantasms for the Scepter and then win that way.
Yeah.
Kiki's the better option, but we can demonstrate the Scepter line just for people.
We'll Flusterstorm off turn. We'll draw. Oh, I guess we put another counter on the Esper Sentinel. And then we'll draw like 1, 2, 3. No one wants to pay 3. Trust me. We'll say we have to D-SWAT off turn 2. Okay. Cool. Next turn. Grim Monolith. I'm gonna play Sea of Clouds for turn. And the line of play is going to be like this. Did someone try to kill Tezzeret? Because it would have been difficult with a 5/5 blocking him.
Didn't we tap it for crewing to 8?
Who?
The Canonist. Or
Yeah.
sorry, the Esper Signal.
Yeah, we're back to
Our commander. Yes, our commander. I don't know why I was thinking.
No,
Esper.
you're good. You're good. Next turn though. Next turn. So Grim Monolith actually kind of helps in this affair. You want to get this Scepter though?
Yeah. So we can drift, then we can get a Scepter, then we can play Grim Monolith if we want, and then untap it with Tez, and then get a lot of mana. Then we can play the Scepter.
Sure. So bloop. Shuffle. Yeah, so when we do Drift of Phantasms, Transmute, if you guys don't know, it's just an activated ability that lets you exchange this for something in your deck that costs 3. We get Magistrate Scepter. You want to play Grim Monolith?
Yeah, we can just for the sake of it, but we can skip it just to show off the combo. It does it either way.
Yeah, I'll do this so we just have sufficient enough mana. Am I wrong?
We don't need mana. We have Combat Celebrant. Combat Celebrants are untapper. Are untapper.
True. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Magistrate Scepter.
Also, artifact ETB trigger. We put a counter on Tezzeret. We don't put counters on Tezzeret. You can ignore it.
Yeah, we'll put counters on Esper Sentinel though.
From untapping
Oh, whenever. I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
Loyalty.
You're doing the loyalty effect, the ETB.
Yeah.
You don't want to put counters on
That
Tezzeret?
we don't need to keep track of loyalty.
Sure.
We're not down ticking.
All right, so here's how this line of play works. Turn 6. Well, you can explain it. I'll just have the cards on screen.
So Inspirit is going to move to combat and put 2 counters on Magistrate Scepter. Combat Celebrant is going to attack, untapping all of our all our other creatures, exerting itself, and then giving us an additional combat. On that additional combat, Inspirit is going to trigger and put 2 more counters on Magistrate Scepter. We are going to tap Magistrate Scepter, remove 3 counters, and then take an extra turn. It has 1 remaining counter on it. We go to the extra turn. We move to combat. We get 2 more counters on Magistrate Scepter. We tap it, removing all the remaining 3 counters, and take an extra turn. Now Combat Celebrant untaps, and we repeat. If no one has, or if everybody has blockers and Combat Celebrant would die, instead we use Tezzeret to untap Magistrate Scepter each turn. So now Magistrate Scepter gets 2 counters on combat. We tap it to get the 3rd counter, then we untap it with Tezzeret, and then tap it to take the extra turn. So we have 2 different ways of doing this, but either way, it is either we get 2 combats, which gives us exactly enough to win with Magistrate Scepter, or Tezzeret lets us untap to get the 3rd counter so that we take infinite extra turns. We did it. We won with a very old fancy stick.
I think you should just play Katara.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do this, play Katara.
Yeah. I feel like this deck is doable and can win, and I would not be surprised to see somebody get like top 16 in a tournament with it, because it could at some point get there. But like, it runs into the issue of like every KCI deck and every deck like that, where even if it's like A plus B plus little c, that little c is so much more expensive than you think it is. Because it's not just finding the little c, you have to set it up as well, and that's an additional cost. It's investment cost. You have to invest into playing the little c to get everything else running and working. So that little extra cost grew to be significantly higher, which kind of bottlenecked everything and made the commander significantly slower than what we want. But hey, we won. We won with the spacecraft.
Yeah, I mean, provided we did enough leading up to those turns. My qualms were, pip heavy commanders are always a little difficult because you're kind of ass out in a lot of situations. Like, you're the best of the fast mana options that like let you ramp into cards with mana open are generally those that have like generic in their value, to where like a Soul Ring or a Mana Vault or a Grim Monolith like pull more weight. You get the big thing or the important thing out early, and you're not really considering like, where do I spread this generic, or do I just let it burn afterwards? This was fine. I don't think we did enough, and we did remove a lot of the stacks. So perhaps there's a excuse to switch to like the Underworld Breach plan that was brought up in this video. I'm happy we tried this because it was something I really wanted to do from Edge of Eternities. I think Sammy from the set's still probably the best thing you can do. I'd be curious to try him or her.
Sammy and what is his name? Tamuk, the
Oh
red
yeah,
dwarf guy.
yeah,
There's the
yeah,
Gruul version of him that is actually surprisingly good. Um,
yeah.
let
But
me
what also just
make sure I got his
draws, dude? To nuke.
Tamuk, I think is his name. I'm scrolling till I find the red one because the red one is more prominent. Um,
Has two U's in it, right?
Tanuk, Tannuk. So the Gruul Tanuk is actually like a kind of decent cEDH commander if you wanted to try this as well. The reason why is green has a decent amount of impulse or curiosity effects. I think they have two or three. Um, that put it on there every time you get a land into play, draw three cards. In addition to the fact that fetch land will just draw you a card every turn, your random ramp effects draw you extra cards, and eventually you just go, I sacrifice all my lands, and then I recur all of my lands. Everybody take 10 or something. Oh, I have a Torbrand in play. Actually, everybody take 30. Um, Tanook is Tanook is the burn stacks deck that I would actually want to run a lot of the recommendations that people were making for this deck, the
Yeah,
Inspirit. Because like the Neilhead and everything, really good in this deck because you were
yeah.
actually burning people to the ground very quickly, and eventually, like I said with him, you just do
Keen sense.
like turn the earth as well, like things that just say sack your lands, get a whole bunch of new lands, and then you just go slap people for massive damage. Oh look, you're basically dead.
Yeah,
Game.
this is quite a cool potential commander because it's a lands matter list. Obviously, has landfall in it, but I think the core part that's going to make this consistent is the fact that it's Gruul, but it's not horribly pip heavy. Like the generic is part of the cost, and more importantly, it says draw. It says draw. It says draw. Like having a replenished hand at the end of each turn, you're always going to be on better footing than anyone else. Provided unless your commander obviously has something else in its game plan that is beneficial, or you're in like 4 to 5 color good stuff where it's hard not to have value in your deck. This is quite good. The list we were playing earlier, it's not a mull heavy deck either. Like I don't think we could have mulled to technically better hands. Like you don't want to be lower than this 7, frankly, or 6. Like it's provided you have enough to play the game. I think you're okay with it. You're gonna have to be okay with it. Where, gosh, something like Kazara is just stupid. For
We
extra
cannot
turns.
compare decks to Katara though. The
Mm-hmm.
number of commanders that I think are like actually comparable to Katara are very small. I'm like I TNT is a hard comparison to Katara because it's like the only reason why TNT is really good is because you have a decent draw engine with Timna and 4 colors and an infinite mana outlet. But Katara doesn't give a crap. Yes, you're
Mm.
in 1 color, but you're in the best color, and you get draw off of doing what the color wants to do.
Yeah, it's just profit. It's so good, and it gives you every. It's funny because it's like it's forcing you to play a specific way, but it's the best way for that slice of the color pie. You just get to use like a handful of obscure instant speed things, but a majority of them, because like again, 30 plus years, right? The density of just good blue stuff is insane. So yeah, that deck works out really well. I think this list is fine. Again, they're kind of doing similar things. They want extra turns. They go about it differently. I like the style of deck. I don't think our version quite got there for me. It was fine. It was fine. But take it, do with what you will with it. A lot of the vehicles and spacecraft I think, are always going to have there's some other issues with this too. Like the fact that a majority of these things need to be crewed or stationed to like be of value is difficult. We were good in that we were always getting there with our creatures, and I don't think anything we were putting down was like damning. Like Esper Sentinel was the biggest threat, but it was only just like drawing us cards. We didn't really have any hate bears early that were relevant, aside from the Dranith in the first playthrough. Like that was actually relevant, and we did need that to crew. So like if Dranith got shot down before Inspirit, then we really wouldn't have had much, right? Which is also kind of scary that like your deck is reliant on stacks and hate bears, and like people are going to hate that kind of stuff out. So tricky with this deck. I don't dislike it though. Is it better than Oswald? I don't know. And but Tanuk is pretty dope. Like if we were to revisit Edge of Eternities, I would want to do Sammy or Tanuk. There's still stuff from Final Fantasy I really want to play. And honestly, we'll probably focus on Avatar though, because the world is gonna spotlight that card, that set and those cards. Excuse me.
I don't know if you can use Food Chain in Tanuk only because you need to reset Tanuk with Food Chain and then play 2 more lands to get the draw again. But if you can like loop lands, you kill with infinite burn anyways.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if Food Chain is a Tanuk thing, but like he has a lot of things that he can just generally do, because it turns out drawing cards off of ramping is really good, especially if it's also your kill condition. Tanuk is dumb.
Yeah, I like it. I feel like ramp and draw is pretty clean. And then again, like Tanuk is doing the damage itself, so like you could.
Sorry, I completely misread the comment as well. It is you can run another combo other than Food Chain in Tanuk, unlike all the other Gruul cEDH commanders.
Yeah, Wolf, that's 100% accurate. Yeah. Like that's kind of dope, because I feel like Gruul usually does devolve into being like, okay, is it an outlet for Food Chain? This is pretty.
Hold on, it's Scape Shift. I think Scape Shift is the thing that says
lands,
any number of your lands, and then return or search that many lands from your deck into play.
Yeah, it's the one with
like Scape Shift and then turn the Earth to win. So yeah, it's
Scape Shift is up there, bro.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's almost like they printed 2 new commanders that really, really care about sacking and getting lands into play. You get
people really jonesing for Scape Shift because of Tanuk.
Well, Tanuk and the station, the Jund station.
Oh, not gonna lie, you gotta play the Morning Tide one, dude. The floating fish. Why is it at 204? Which one? I'm sorry. Inspirit? I think Inspirit's high powered at best, by the way, to answer the question.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, it felt like bracket.
4. Why is it a 2/4? It's a 3-mana 2/4 pilot.
Oh yeah. He's
just a thick boy.
Yeah, it's weird. Pilots normally crew for 3 though.
True. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Well, the thing is, with Tanuk, he was a 4/4, but now he's retired, so he lost that edge. So now he's a 2/4.
Well, no, he's a 3/5, and now he's a 2/4.
Was he 3/5?
He's the 3/5, yeah.
For mono red?
Yeah, he went from 4 mana 3/5 to 3 mana 2/4. Yeah. The after version of him is way better, though. I know people were excited for the mono red one, but I think you're right. The uncommon ones just reads better.
It's so funny because I think I told you I had a discussion with a friend where he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm building the good Tanuk," and I'm like, "Oh, the Gruul one," and he's like, "No, the red one," and I'm like,
"You're wrong.
The Gruul one is the good one." Then they're like, "But no, you can cheat in like Blightsteel and other crazy crap with the red one." Then I'm like, "But you have to draw them." That's the problem. You have to find them in mono red, whereas with the Gruul one, you just need ramp.
You just
Arrow
need to play.
Is ramp and draw.
Yeah, at instant. Yeah, the deck is sick. Well, maybe we'll do that. I wouldn't mind touching Tanuk. Getting a little Tanuk touch. But until then, we'll probably see you guys next week for sure. It should be good. Whether it's Thursday or Friday, undetermined. But till then, talk to us on Discord. The link is refreshed, so if you want to join us over there and chat with us about MTG or anything else, let us know. We should be covering, obviously, Avatar once it's completely spoiled. I feel like we'll get little trickles from here.
Spider-Man, then we can brew Gwenum, which is just all of the tutors.
Oh god,
and,
yeah.
Doing sensei stuff.
If you guys want to build some Spider-Man stuff too, I am it's so much magic. And not in a bad way. It's just I'm forgetting shit. Like Sonic came and went really quick, as you'd
To be fair, with
expect.
Sonic, it was like 5 new
Yeah,
cards and then like a
true.
whole bunch of redesigns.
Dude, my head. So much whiplash. I think we could do Spider-Man, Edge of Eternities, Final Fantasy, or Avatar. I'm down with either. I have the Space Station deck, but now I may bring it down to Tanuke. Tanuke would be sick. I think the list looks pretty dope. Theoretically, it works. So that would be a list I would want to try. Also, I have a soft spot for Gruul. I think it's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
Have I said this
between
before? I
this,
feel like it's probably my favorite color combination.
I know the station is Jund, so you have black in it, but
Mm,
between Tanook doing damage, so it works with infect and damage increasers like Torbran, Tanook being on landfall as opposed to land sack, so you can usually trigger it more frequently, and Tanook also drawing you cards and costing less mana and activating immediately because you don't need to station him. I feel like Tanook is still the better of the two, even though he also only does one, whereas the station on base does two.
yeah.
I feel like for all those reasons, Tanook is just kind of better than the station.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. I mean, this is a good use case for any sort of exploration effects too, or if you have burgeoning even, could
Tanook.
you Tanuk? Maybe Tanuk. Tanuk. I don't know.
I feel like
Tanuk.
that's more like space otherworldly, like Tanuk.
Tanuk. Tanuk sounds right. But imagine burgeoning with like a fetch land. Like you never really lose the card. You play the fetch land, you get the next land, you draw, you go back up to whatever you were at. Like it's really
And
good. You
then
put as
you
many
just have
fetches.
like you have Rabbit Excavator and then a
Yeah,
fetch land, and then that's
yeah.
just a draw engine.
Yeah, and you're in Gruul too, right? So like you have a finite amount of fetch lands, but you'll have a lot of basics. Like
And
you're never going to run out of options to pull from here.
you hit the other dumb thing where on your turn you just play 2 fetches out of your graveyard and get your draw. Then on the next guy's turn you crack both of
Yeah,
them and get another draw.
dude, I know it's so clean. Okay, screw it. To next week.
Okay, who's next?
That was easy. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for staying with us on this one. I hope you enjoyed the list. It was. I'm not. I'm whelmed. I'm not underwhelmed. I'm just whelmed.
It did less well than we hoped,
Yeah.
but it was still like within the realm of it can
Yeah.
win cEDH
Yeah.
games, so fine.
Fine. Draw. Just every deck needs draw. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye bye. Bye bye now. That was fine. It was